Hello and welcome back to CECC May Madness or Street Fighter 6 Open here in Arlington, Texas 2025. Once again, your number one caster, Ashvak Noor Face here. It's Dr. African. How are we doing today?
Doing good, doing good. I've been watching you killing it on the mic here.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah. We just got done with the high school.
Yep.
That was hype.
It was fun. I wasn't expecting that, and then hearing, it's best of 7, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, okay, that's not that bad. But then seeing how back and forth it was, especially, the E-Honda gameplay really against the Ed. Hey, it's top tier to me. These high schoolers, I don't know what they're eating out here, but it's getting a little too scary.
It is. You saw the drive impacts. They were reacting to that and everything. I mean, you can tell they're just young. They just got the reactions, and then they're very aggressive with their approach as well. But moving on to the open bracket, now we get to let everyone in. The floodgates are wide open. We have a few of the people that we saw, a few of the players that we saw on the collegiate side, but also some of the locals that we've seen here and there, but also some top players that I'm not sure if I saw them play just yet. There's one particular name that I'm excited to watch from Mexico. You guys will see him in a moment here. But yeah, how are you feeling so far?
Honestly, really great. It's been a very long weekend. It's been back-to-back-to-back blocks, but so far in the Street Fighter 6 Open, that's one thing I'm looking forward to, because rather than, like you said, players that have possibly either qualified through CECC, it's just pretty much everyone open the floodgates for possible, new talent to really just flood in, join in, play in as well. And something I'm looking forward to. If I can get some like Zangief gameplay, I would appreciate that. Would be fun. It would be awesome.
I don't know if we're going to have Zangief on this one. I don't think I saw any Zangief players out there, but we do have another E-Honda in Harms. Harms, you got to cast some of his matches on the collegiate side, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I did.
What are your thoughts? Actually, both of these players, Kwa as well, made it pretty far, made 3rd place.
That's true. Kwa, 3rd place finalist here in CECC, May Madness, but Harms even more so. Initially had a peg to really be top finalist, and then really just getting dropped down by most of our top players. It did get heavy out here. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Harms, right, E-Honda player that's been playing through CFGC top player, but plays almost like a footsies-based Honda, which you don't really see much of, but it is scary as all hell.
Yes, it definitely is, and I've seen a lot of the risk-reward management from Harms, and I like it. Paul as well, pulling out the Terry. We've usually seen him play Luke.
I mean, true. That's the thing when it comes to Terry Bogard, right? I remember when he first dropped, people were like, oh, a little underwhelming lane, just don't use it. But then in Flacco's fight series, remember Chris CCH really beat the brakes off of everybody with Terry.
Yes, we've seen a lot of that. And right now, Harms is facing the consequence of that. Chris CCH has shown everyone how strong it is. Qua has the corner.
Already tried the shoulder bash, but stand medium kick not working. Not much effect from Harms. Has to go for the rush into the butt booty slam to really break out of the corner, though. She's almost wasting a little bit too much a meter.
Yeah, the driving advantage is huge, and it's going to spend the rest of it. Harms has the level 2. I don't think he's going to spend it. Oh! Okay, that was tricky.
Up the stage, just go for warning guys here at that one. The burning knuckle, getting scary with it, especially from coming in from Quad with no meter, barely any meter left.
Punish. Nice there from Harms, just holding down back Quad. Maybe overcommitted there with that burn knuckle. Is going to pay the price, give up the first round.
You just slightly still have to be careful with the play that footsies. Tried that crouching jab just coming out from Harms right now, but already into the overhead. Grab gets whiffed though, and of course head flying through your trouble.
Okay, the level 2 reaction on Wake Up. That's very common. People knock you down and they immediately go for the fireball. Yeah, Paul not going to stand for that at all. Goes for the overhead after the fact.
I have to say that OD rising tackle couldn't have been any better. Drive rush right into it, break up the OD with the grab.
Yeah, just good old-fashioned standing medium kick there to stand like a conversion into the corner. Qua makes the comeback and makes those 2 bars that Harms spent meaningless.
And good to see Terry here, especially tried burning knuckle again, coming into from Qua. Harms stand medium kick, throw for your troubles, back into the corner you go!
Level 1, Harms not afraid to spend that super meter at all.
Watch out for the geysers though, getting really scary with it. OD 1,000 hand slaps from hell into the head slam, charge up again from Harms.
Okay, back and forth here, almost has the corner. Harms is just stalking right now, but I like this from Qua. Kind of waited a little bit to see if any aggression was going to come, but it didn't come. Of course, the drive rush jab.
The drive rush back into the game, crouching medium kick, OD, perfect parry for your troubles. Back into the corner you go, off the throw again. The OD overhead, right gut check, shoulder bash into it.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the geyser. Geyser! I love that super so much.
I was about to say, no Yellowstone involved in here. It's all Qua. I want to say all day, but so far, he's up by 1 here in the set.
And also, that could be a little bit of insight as to why Qual went with the Terry pick. For maybe it's possible that Terry might just be able to control the Honda matchup a lot better than Luke could. Because Luke, when you think about his fireball, the way it works, it's kind of like a, it's like a bullet. It just travels from A to B really fast.
It's like a shotgun almost.
Yeah, exactly. But, you need a projectile that travels slowly, especially when it travels on the floor. I think that might be an advantage in this matchup. Man,
not only that, have to watch out for the air-to-air punishes that Rising Tackle really has the opportunity to bring you to, even Burning Knuckle on grounded. But right now for Harms, trying to drive rush, stand medium kick, perfect parry though already, 1,000 hand slaps.
Yeah, we're going to take it here, get the praise the sun. Nice crosscut there.
Maybe crosscut at that one, but for Harms, just on the back end, goes for the throw instead, butt booty slam.
Yeah, drive rush medium punch. I'm going to see a lot of palms here. Harms is going to spend the level 1. Yes, he is.
Yep, there we go. Good conversion into that. Back into the wall does not even matter. Claw taking down Harms, up by 1 in the round so far.
Oh, I like that. Kind of tricky from Harms, but it doesn't pan out. And we talked about the fireball earlier. That's such a biggie, that power wave coming from Terry. You have to deal with it.
True, just watch out for the butt slam again. Punish at that crouching medium kick coming into it from Qua.
Oh,
but there we go.
Parry
right, the reactionary DI.
Hey, you don't see that very often, especially if it just comes out of nowhere.
I have to say, Randy Orton style out of nowhere? Oh, goodness.
Yeah, slithering for sure. Drive rush jab. The perfect parry is usually the answer you're going to see from most high-level players because it's really hard to stop. But, yeah, there it is again. You see the attempt, and Qual picked up on it immediately. Does a drive rush into the throw.
There we go. That air-to-air action. Trying to geyser again. Butt slam from it to Harms, and even in burnout state, that's a super conversion.
Yeah, that's going to be for the drive geyser. Once the burnout, what's Qual going to do? Attempts to level 1. It is an escape regardless. That is, a bang for your buck. We'll take that.
I have to say, good escape route. You got a head slam coming right towards you. Tried that burning knuckle again, but back into the sky. Qual getting really careful with it.
I'm actually interested. That should be it. The jump there. You saw Harms holding down back. That's what it sucks when you watch yourself jump into a charged character and you see them holding down back. You're like, dang it.
Yeah, that happens. It's like I see it coming, but at the same time, that's my fault. OG won't even try it again, but tries it off the grab. Stand medium kick down. Chop gets punished. Drive rush for your troubles off the knuckle.
The drive reversal is baited. That's going to be a full punish. Terry does a hunk of damage in the corner. Is it going to be the throw? No, it's not. Just a delayed crouching light punch.
Rising tackle again, but instead Harms responding in turn, drive rush already, man grab and a butt slam.
Yeah, you can see Harms knows that he needs to make a comeback here, just attempting more aggressive. Actually, I don't even know if this is it. No, it's not going to be. Is it?
It
is?
Yep.
I was going to say Harms was turning up the speed and the pressure. I didn't think it was going to be it in that corner combo there.
I was about to say Harms trying to equalize it, take the momentum back, would be 2-1, possibly down chop, head slam into the side, swap at that quad, try the overhead, but instead parry and moves across stand kick.
Yeah, the aggression has maybe gone a little too far. Qual's picked up on it as well. Immediately escapes. No, it doesn't matter. The wake-up supers have hit every single time for Harms.
I was about to say, can't run up that more dangerously on Harms right now. Really going for most of these wake-up supers, working a little too well. 1,000 hand slap into the butt slam again. Really trying to damage, but the OD grab gets punished instead.
Yeah, 2+ there. I don't think Harms was expecting that to hit. Just thought it was going to be a block, but Qual tried to escape. Now, in return, Qual is going to push. Yeah, it's going to be aggression. Is it going to be level 3? No, just going to be geyser. Actually, this is far more damage, but I think the CA would have been better. Didn't have enough resources.
Oh, no! Burning knuckle. That's going to be a rough one. And for Harms, now 2-1 here.
Yeah, Qual thought that he had enough resources there to get that final geyser, but it wasn't there. The CA would have been a better choice. And now Harms going up 2-1. The perfect parry of momentum is in the side of Harms right now.
Forget that into the drive rush at that. There we go. Lumbar check, or really the back breaker. Grab, thrown for your troubles. 1,000 hand slaps. OD back into the wall, trying to clap again.
The punish counter on the jump with attack. Harms is running away with this right now. Qual is not able to stop this aggression. That's going to be it. The headbutt. No super meter needed to be spent, and now Harms is at set point.
This set point already. Qual's chance to fight back from this drive rush. Already going with the slide back kick into it.
Yeah, you don't see that very often. The target combo. Tricky, but Harms doesn't fall for it.
You generally don't down chop off the heavy head slam into it. That's enough armor to break right through you. Qual taking a chunk of damage.
Yep. That drive gauge advantage, though. Okay, slipping away. Yeah, we're good now. Qual needs to make this comeback. That was definitely an attempted DP, but it doesn't matter. Harms escapes.
Oh, even tried to stand heavy kick off the roundhouse, but for Qual, having to contend instead. Double head slam.
Look at the drive gauge.
Head slam, but look at the gauge. You don't have that much instead on Qual's side here. Stand medium kick.
Okay, Qual now gets the hit. Doesn't spend the super. Yeah, just going to go for the throw. I like this. Going to replenish some of that drive gauge as well. Try to take a little bit of time and control with those power waves.
Try the heavy chop instead. Risk the burnout, and you get the throw. Honestly, high risk, high reward right now for Qua.
Yeah, with the like it gets the driver's cancel, spending everything for that throw. But it does work out.
Good reversal of that one. Head slam right into it. Make once, twice. Get the charge up off the clap. Watch out for the geyser at that. In the perfect parry from Harms.
So consistent with it. Harms. Okay, yeah, we're going to commit. I like that from Qua. It was kind of do or die at that situation, right? If you let it rock, Harms might deplete the rest of your drive gauge. We saw it happen. 3 of them go back to back, and now Qua's back in the fight.
A good fight at that one coming into it from Qua right now, but with the drive rush, you got the grab into the check, back to the corner. You go right now, able to break out of the last one, but not the 1,000-hand slaps.
That's going to be it. I think that's it. As long as Harms doesn't drop this, and he's not. Harms takes it 3-1 convincingly after that first game.
Ooh, for the ring of fire.
Yes.
Harms going to move forward here 3-1 in the set.
Yeah, the thigh slap after just to make sure you're feeling it. Yeah, you're right. Just watching Harms after you mentioned the approach in neutral, Harms was generally pretty footsie-based. It was all about the buttons and everything like that. And then Harms will figure out where are the holes. What are you not able to stop? You're not able to stop the butt drop. Okay, I'll use that more.
Okay.
Oh, you're not parrying the headbutts. I'll even use that to burn your drive gauge away. Yeah, and then once you don't have those resources, guess what? My neutral is really good. I'm just going to beat you out of it.
Right. That's a scary thing when it comes to Harms. Really knows when to close the gap and not only going for the headbutt, but the follow-up, you have to guess for gamer in some situations like this one. Guess for life. It could be the OD grabbing the jump. It really could be the butt slam or whatever it is. It's still going to keep up the corner pressure, and it's not going to be pretty from there on out.
Yep. And yeah, Harms looking very strong on that. And, you know, looking at this bracket, we're currently in top 8.
Right.
That was winners top 8 as well.
Yep.
On the other side of the bracket, it's also very stacked. So we have Split Synergist versus Hokuto. Now, Hokuto was, you remember I mentioned earlier, the Mexican player that is probably, in my opinion, the favorite to win currently just because of how strong he is with the Manon. Now, Manon's not a very popular character. If you don't have the experience with Manon, you fight a high-level Manon player, you might be a little bit lost. Outside of maybe Idom and Joey in the U.S., there are not that many, right? But Hokuto from Mexico has been placing really well in the CPT events. And so far has been dominating in the bracket as well.
Yeah, good to see it. That honestly, don't see much Manon even in my ranked games. I mean, even in SoCal, right? Don't see that much of her, interestingly enough.
No, not many of them out there, which is why when you run into a good Manon in your bracket, you're like, okay, this might be a problem.
Right. But as much as I want to think it's okay, it's going to be good for me, I see Manon, I'm like, okay, there's a 1% chance that I'm going to get cooked to all holy hell, and I'm not going to have a fun time.
And then on the other side, his opponent, Split Synergist. Now, Split Synergist is a Ryu player locally here in Dallas. Very strong to KMR, you know, the whole 9 yards. Was able to defeat Luke, SFH. The JP. So you got to cast one of those matches and defeated Luke 3-0. So
and Luke SFH is not an easy JP player to even get past. You think because of the name they play Luke, right? No, they play a very dominating JP at that with the amnesia to worry about. We saw plenty of setups off the departure, shadow into the teleport feint. It's scary.
Yes, and also made it to the top 8 of the Collegiate side of the bracket as well. But was defeated 3-0 by Split Synergist's Ryu. So this will be a good one, I think.
Honestly, a great one at that one. One character you don't see that much of, but in this bracket on the other side, Split Synergist coming with one character you saw almost a little too much of in frightening fashion.
Yeah, already got the 1 medal, number 2 right there. Hokuto. Where did the drive gauge go? We just started.
Hold on, just absolutely disappeared, shredded by Hokuto with the block engagement at that one. Split Synergist finished with the ODDP. Drive rush getting interrupted off rip.
Standing heavy kicker from Manon. Everyone you block is a block of drive gauge. I guess that's the price you pay for it. Holding parry, Split Synergist.
But on the grab, though, Hokuto already just built up the 2 medals. Didn't even see that in the corner. DP again, drive rush off the meaty hits.
Yes, and then we're going to get the ODDP after the heavy donkey kick. Split Synergist just looking very strong. The one backdash on that command grab was a very pivotal decision.
Honestly, fire to even watch right now, but instead going for the Hadouken buffer through off the Hashigeki as well. DP, that's getting punished accordingly off the OD.
Yeah, that one didn't make sense. I wonder if that was a misinput.
Just back second in the corner. You go, where's the grab again? And Hokuto wants for a jump heavy kick.
Yes, Hokuto is not asking any questions. You're going to give me a gift, I'm going to take it. Gift wrapped or not, that is your problem. Now Hokuto not only has more medals, but also has that level 3 on deck.
I was about to say 4 medals. I have like PTSD my own, like 4 or 5 medals, and seeing Idon play it, I'm like, oh no, this is not going to end well in any way, shape, or form for you. And that's one more, already up to 5.
Yes, and last time Split just backdash, but this time takes the overhead into the full driver's combo. Hokuto has the corner. Once again, just going to wait. Split just scrambling for any kind of hit, not going to spend the level 3.
Of course, Tatsu sides off. Trada Hashigeki again coming into it from Split just jump in kick. And for Hokuto right now, that's going to be the super conversion. Put you in the burnout zone.
Yes. I like this from Split, but this is far from over. We are still one guess away mutually from death. Manon has all those medals. That super will hurt. There it is.
There we go.
Just like that. We talked about it, the one jump fireball. That was just 2 hits. Is it enough? I don't think so.
No, I don't think this kills. Oh.
No,
there
not quite.
I mean, not just yet. Split just has a chance there. There we go. 1 touch is all you needed.
Speedy fireball. He had no way out of that.
Go.
Yeah, we got a little Street Fighter 4 guaranteed fireball meaty there. So just able to take the first game. I like that. That was pretty back and forth. And we talked about it, right? Like, Hokuto's been looking strong, but so far, Split has already shown to be a very dangerous Ryu in the bracket.
To say the synergy is definitely up there. Full pun intended, but already with the jump in cancel. The stand heavy kick.
I like that. Didn't split it all, brought it all this time.
With it so far, Trada Hashigeki instead. Hokuto going for the low sweep, perfect parry right into it. Hashigeki again into the rush ODDP.
Yes, I like the adjustment from Split Synergist. Has noticed that Hokuto has a preference in the attack style, just generally going for the strikes more so than the throw. Now applying that perfect parry. Let's see if Hokuto starts going for more throws or not.
ODDP tried it earlier with a round start fireball, not exactly working in that much intended effect, but now just trying to buffer through. Hokuto, though, already getting him the grab. 3 medals up so far.
Solar Plexus, perfect parry again. We've seen a lot of those just this game.
Good grab back. Now 4 medals. Good punish off the reversal, though.
Oh, that was smart from Split Synergist. Does the Solar Plexus, knows that Hokuto is going to retaliate, jumps over. That's a shimmy, has to level 3 if he wants to use it. He is going to use it. Oh, actually, he's 1 round up. For some reason, I thought it was down a round.
No,
of course he's going to use it.
1 round up Split Synergist. Now looking at 2-0 here.
Yeah, running away with this.
I have to say, Hokuto was still able to build up on the middle game, at least slightly so, but still not enough here against Split Synergist, who, really with the Ryu, looking a little dangerous with it. Backslide right into it. We got the driver rush, Tatsu Ender.
Yeah, both of these players have been dominant throughout the bracket. This is the first time they're both being challenged, but I mean, that's what I would think, but it looks like Split Synergist is just running Hokuto over.
Man, even with the side swap, got him with the DP, tried it with the jump in heavy jab, but nope. That's going to be forward throw already coming into it.
Oh, the reaction with the level 1. You think it's a safety. I know it's not. Split Synergist had it buffered, and now it's moving on to set point.
About to say, it just ain't safe for you, says Split Synergist. Shigeki up from up close, and now getting real dangerous with it. Hokuto has a bit of a ways to go here.
Yeah, no medals at all. I mean, that's 1 now, but moving into round, this potentially the set point with 0 meters has 1. Okay, again, this is how Hokuto was able to take the first round.
About to say, ODDP gets punished here, standing kick, but that's going to be burnout already. Charge Hashigeki Tatsu coming into it.
Okay, we're going to get another medal with the command grab. Hokuto needs this. Right now, that's 4 medals, almost has the level 3, but Split Synergist has shown to be able to survive the storm.
About to say, Split Synergist on set point, Hokuto on survival points. Now, obviously able to break out of the throw setup. Split Synergist, and too close, 2 fireballs for your troubles.
Okay, we're going to do driver's light punch. Tries to go for the neutral jump to bait the throw. It doesn't work out. I like that it's going to work this time, though. Has the corner. Split Synergist baits the super.
No!
This is going to be a chunk of damage. Not going to spend the level 3. Maybe? Yeah, he is going to spend it.
Yep.
Okay, this life lead is humongous. Split Synergist going to replenish that drive gauge and probably just go for 1 guess here for game.
About to say, I don't think there's any way that you can get out of this. If you are Hokuto, you have to be cold, calm, and calculated.
DP!
DP will hit you instead. And Split Synergist moving on 3-0.
Yeah, moving on to winners finals. All right, Split Synergist showing that the Ryu is alive and strong. This character has been running amok as of late, right? And I don't even think it's anything with doing buffs or anything like that. I
Right.
think Ryu players have just really adjusted to the game more than anything, and this character right now is a problem.
About to say,
Percentages, yeah, like defending the Dallas scene.
No, genuinely, as much trouble as I've seen and heard most of these Ryu players going through for like starting season 1, they deserve it.
Yes.
They deserve to run amok here. Please do so. Meanwhile, I've been on like tail end playing Zangief and Block at having the most fun possible. Being silly, goofy, full of joy and whimsy. Ryu players in the trenches up until now at least.
Yes. And you know, I will say this about Ryu. Ryu has always been a character that doesn't ever do terribly.
Right.
He's always like in the middle of the pack, you know, and even when he's doing well, he's never like at the top, right?
True.
I think Ryu usually puts it in the hands of the player to carry him the rest of the way.
Yep.
When his tools are strong, they are absurdly strong. As you saw, that his damage is high, his control is good. You have to make commitments like the jump, like Hokuto did at the end there.
Yep.
You get DP, and you're back in the same situation again. But Split just did such a good job adjusting, and then the aggression that came at the end of that, Hokuto just was not able to hold him back.
No, genuinely some good buttons coming out of Ryu in the first place. Like that stand heavy kick is not something to really glance over, and then converging off into level 3 super just time and time again. Not necessarily for the goal of burnout, but to put you in the life lead.
Yes.
Honestly, good strategy coming out of Split Synergist.
Yeah. I'm very impressed by his play. He's gotten a lot better for sure. And again, you know, that's a Dallas local. That's where the event is as far as the DFW area. So defending his home turf, I'm sure everyone in the crowd is very happy about that. But Hokuto's not out of the bracket yet. That was winner's side. We still have a few more to go. Hokuto loser's side, but now is going to have to go into the Shark Tank.
Right.
You don't want to go into losers because you have to win more matches. But you know, all good.
Okay, I believe before that we're going to head into a quick break, so we will be right back with some more Street Fighter 6 Open. So you got it.
And we are back. Welcome back to the CECC May Madness. I'm here, Dr. African. We're currently in top 8, and I'm joined by my co-host here, Ash. How are you doing so far?
Doing great. I think it's the most I've ever done commentary in a very long time. But hey, it's Street Fighter 6. I can't really complain. This is the most fun I've had in a very long time.
Yeah, we have an exciting bracket. You mentioned earlier that you wanted to see some Zangief. It looks like we might actually get some Zangief after all. My man from the Stars is in the bracket.
Okay.
He's actually a very strong Zangief. He's gotten a lot better lately.
Okay.
He's also a very strong local here and plays on hitbox. You don't see too many hitbox Zangief players, but
gotcha.
Yeah, and you might get to see that. But also, we saw. Let me see. Actually, I need to remember who's in the bracket. Hold up. Who made top 8? I saw some names here. Yeah, Sweet Mama's Chili. We saw that.
Okay.
We saw Quaz in there as well on loser side. That's no surprise at all. We saw that. Yeah, the Terry. We might see the Luke come back now.
True.
But there were a lot of really strong players that I thought I would see in this top 8 that I think just got Greasy Feet's in there now. So it looks like we're gonna have Greasy versus Man from the Stars. So if I'm not wrong, which I think I'm not, we're gonna see. Oh, maybe not. No, we're gonna see Satsui no Flapjack. That's a name.
It took me a minute. Satsui no Hado no. Satsui no Flapjack.
I love the names. But Sweet Mama's Chili, really strong player there as well. I think we're going to see maybe Guile.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay.
But after that, looks like we're probably going to have Greasy versus Man from the Stars. And Greasy is a DJ player, and Man from the Stars is a Zangief player. I don't know how that matchup goes.
I mean, really, let's think about it. We just had a DJ win the entire thing here at CCC.
That's
that we did have blue,
yes,
which I was telling people about. They said there was a chance, but then some of my talent wouldn't believe me, and I'm like, okay, everyone's saying Paladin, he's great, amazing, undefeated throughout most of day 1, but blue was kind of the upset here. But then when you think about the matchup, right, DJ versus Zangief, on one hand, DJ, right, very evasive, has the back fade, the OD slasher to really worry about, and then Zangief, right, any jump in tools that DJ tries, you have the lariat, I mean, off-rip, Hell Stab would be pretty nasty in some key situations, and then with the level 1 super, that can be dastardly as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I do wonder, though, that knee drop, the knee shot that DJ has, I wonder how that interacts with the lariat. I've never seen it because sometimes lariat doesn't work the same way that you would expect with different things, different approaches. So who knows? But that's a different matchup.
Right.
Right now we're going to be talking about Sweet Mama Chili playing. It's going to be Ryu. Okay, we're going to have the Ryu going up against Satsui no Flapjack, Kimberly.
Man, we did see a little bit of Kimberly earlier, especially Pink DS Light, who throughout day 1, or maybe Button Check?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, Pink DS Light. Yeah, we saw that as well. So there's been a bit of Kimberly here and there.
Oh, okay, we got the taunt.
Let's see what we're doing. Okay.
Probably Button Check.
I think it is Button Check. Yeah. So we're just going to test it out. Reaction DI into Button Check. I like that.
That's fine.
Yeah, make sure I can react, just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, we did have some really high-level Kim play. I didn't get to see any of it, unfortunately, but I'm very familiar with Pink DS Light. I know very strong player. But yeah, Satsui no Flapjack did make it this far, so I expect something of a high-level Kimberly as well.
See, I hear the name just like, the show Mr.
You know what? That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That makes way more sense. Okay.
Satsui no Hado, but why am I just fully imagining, either Captain Knuckles or Flapjack just pulling out like the Demon Raid from Misadventures?
Yeah.
But hey, that's a reference for another day here. Satsui no Flapjack versus Sweet Mama Chili. Let's get into it.
Yes, we're going to have a good old-fashioned Shoto versus Guile.
Love to see it. So after we're about some of the flash kicks, a very patient-oriented character, if you will, on the side of Guile. But down charge already just into it.
Okay, yeah, we're already here trying to establish the fireball game. Both players trying to see if anyone's going to commit to a pattern. So far, that's not the case. We're going to see a drive rush instead.
Especially try to off the boom knee, but instead just jumping right over fireball, go for the Tatsu instead. You see the parry from cross distance, you better throw.
Yes, it was a back throw, not a forward throw, but not the worst either where you get the burnout. Satsui no Flapjack. Again, the Demon Raid, excuse me. I keep wanting to say Demon Flip just because of the older games.
Yep. The Demon Raid, it has a ring to it. It honestly sounds far more intimidating.
It does, doesn't it?
It really does. Demon Raid, though, already getting interrupted by that flash kick.
Okay, Sweet Mama Chili tries to go for the target combo. Could have definitely retaliated with a DI of his own. Either way, we're going to get the flash kick. Has the corner here. Meaty Sonic Blade. Immediate DI was not ready. Full jump combo. This should be it.
Into the jump in super art conversion at that one. Scaling aside. Of course, it's going to be guaranteed kill coming into it for Sweet Mama Chili so far.
Yep. That Akuma health comes into play. Every now and then it does.
It really does. Of course, trying to go for that boom knee instead. Back throw out the tackle.
Yeah, that knee was even. It could have been challenged, but we're going to take it if you don't. overhead.
The heavy overhead and have to go for that crouch option. Demon Raid back off the wall. Instead, the crouch kicks interrupt off the stand heavy.
Again with the forward medium punch. Off of the driver. It's actually very slow, but for some reason, you just get hit by it.
Very true. Demon Raid in the down chop coming into it. Trade out in damage. Just a deep kick, back turn.
Okay. Yeah, they've slowed down now. I think a little bit more respect here from Satsuino Flapjack. The attempts have been stopped over and over against Sweet Mama Chili, able to find a defining hit to take that first game.
Yeah, making Guile look smooth with it right now. Satsuino Flapjack still showing some signs of life, especially off the Demon Raid into the OD Fireball. But of course, should go for the Sonic Boom instead, jumping off the knee into the flash kick.
Yeah, this time Sweet Mama Chili jumping over the Fireball instead. And you mentioned the Demon Raid has been doing a lot of work for Satsuino Flapjack, but that has been all that's been happening. Even the combo drop.
Oh, trying to go for the top two instead. Sweet Mama Chili with the duck and flash kick against Sonic Boom into the drive rush. Back tackle.
Okay, Sonic Boom again. Holding the corner. I like this from Sweet Mama Chili. Able to get the conversion off of the drive rush, crouching light punch into the flash kick. This is looking convincing so far.
And even with the flex, I mean, in a round two, you don't want to run away with this much momentum, especially in the side of Satsuino Flapjack. Sweet Mama Chili getting the good reads off the Demon Raid, though, going for that air action instead.
Yes, has been waiting for it over and over again. I think it was pretty obvious that this is Satsuino Hado's, or Satsuino Flapjack's. Satsuino Hado. This has been Flapjack's approach, right? The Demon Raid has been the main point of entry. Just like that, just kind of, being aggressive with it, threatening it over and over again. But Sweet Mama Chili has noticed it.
I mean, true, you get a little too reliant with it in Sweet Mama Chili, right? You have to remember the character like Guile can really respond in turn, either off the flash kicks or really just anything in turn. I say that, and Flapjack still able to get the wall pressure, corner game, keep into the OD ender.
Yeah, we got to shorten the name.
Just Flapjack.
Flapjack is good. Okay, it's going to be a Demon. No, just a regular jump. Heavy kick. That's going to be a chunk of damage and a corner carry. Ooh. That is safe. This is going to be a lot of damage. Drops it though.
Just doesn't get hit, of course, with a Sonic Boom. Try to down heavy turn from Sweet Mama Chili right now. Gets jumped over. And for Flapjack, there we go. I hope you're ready for a sip of calamity.
Yes, it's going to be. Oh, yeah, you got to look at it. Oh, no. I can't imagine looking at the Kuma just. That sucks. I should have thrown the boom, huh?
About to say, getting hit with that IRL, I imagine insurance is not going to be enough to cover that. I'm sorry.
I don't know if a human has left. I think the game just doesn't let you expire in real time, right?
Yeah.
I don't think any human walks out of that situation.
Absolutely not. You're just getting sent straight to your ancestors after the fact.
But Flapjack already has the corner here. Using the fireballs once again, the Demon Raid into the dive kick, threatening it over and over. Sweet Mama Chili is not able to tell when it's coming. Meaty overhead drops the combo.
And still getting hit with the Sonic Boom instead. Demon Raid getting punished by the flash kick. Jump over into the side swap as well. There we go. OD flash.
Okay, burnout. Flapjack commits to the Tatsu, goes over the enhanced Sonic Boom.
Of course, just staying real with it, just trying to find anything. Teleport, side swap, Demon Raid, punished again.
Oh, that's going to hit. And there's enough damage, no scaling whatsoever. Flapjack is able to make the comeback on that.
Of course, that's going to be one up so far in the rounds right now, trying to boom knee, but back tackle's going to have to work instead.
Okay, we hop over the light kick. The late crush light punch, excuse me.
Trade out in damage, trying to go for the drive rush and that stand medium kick instead. Good tool to use, but that flash kick's going to work a little too well. Sonic Boom follow-up.
Okay, able to jump. No punish. The DP's there.
And OD Flash just waiting for Flapjack to jump in, try to especially off the enhanced fireball, but instead, watch out. Parry for your troubles.
Yes, this is still very dangerous for Sweet Mama Chili. Still have to be careful. Akuma does a lot of damage, but it's not going to come into play this round. All right, now we're even.
There we go. End off the stand heavy kick instead. And for 1-1 so far, both in the rounds and in the set. Go for the grab. Demon Raid, try to pressure.
Yeah, goes for the throw this time. Sweet Mama Chili has been pretty on point about when to tech the throw.
Man, especially Sonic Boom off the walk up instead. Crouching light jab, but Flapjack can respond in turn off the fist. Go for the grab. Back to the corner you go.
Oh, not quite close enough. That could have been bad as well for Sweet Mama Chili.
Man, especially good air to air, especially after the Demon Raid in the first place from Sweet Mama Chili.
Oh, the demon almost got it.
Almost just threatening it, but these kicks are really just getting you for more than it's worth right now, especially for Flapjack. I mean, look at the meter. You only have at least one, maybe 1.5 left. It gets burnout instead.
Yeah, that was guaranteed option select for Mama Chili. Saw the drive rush, immediately committed to the flash kick, and another one to knock Flapjack out of the air and take the third game. Goes up 2-1.
Man, Flapjack looking more like French toast. I don't want to say cooked just yet, but for Sweet
We're
Mama Chili, oof, it's getting tough out here.
Throw some chili on it, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Throw chili on French toast. Hold on.
I don't know what's going on, but that's what's happening. We don't want to see it, but it's happening right now.
I don't know. That's not a food combination we really need to be thinking about. In Texas, I wouldn't be surprised. California, not so much, but that's either way. Still back in the match.
Sweet Mama Chili over Flapjack. Oh, it sounds like some Texas sorcery.
Does.
All right, but Flapjack able to start this potential final game.
Man, had
with
the Demon
aggression.
Raid go for the grab at that one. Demon Raid again, but Sweet Mama Chili wisening up to most of these. That flash kick to punish, and flash kick twice again. Sonic Boom walk up into the rush, tried the grab attempt.
Look at this. Sweet Mama Chili's taking control of the round.
Man.
Already has the corner and all the advantage on the drive gauge.
Man, stand heavy kick at that one. Flapjack has responded in turns to medium kick, but that drive rush will get you, even risking the burnout. That's a good expenditure of resource.
Yeah, now that's set point.
Set point right now. Sweet Mama Chili, Flapjack, bit of a ways to go. That air-to-air back into the ground game.
Okay, throw. Flapjack needs to make something happen right now. Has the corner, but that hasn't meant much so far.
Drive rush, parry back into it, side swap coming into it, flash kick on the upper into the Sonic Boom. Boom knee drive rush.
Yeah, it's going to be a big combo here. Not going to commit any super meter, I don't think. Drops to level 1. Was going to commit the meter.
Parry, a double fist from Flapjack right now. We're committing more off to the super.
Yeah.
But now you got to get careful with it. Still able to break out of the throw. Avoid fireball.
Look at this. Just using all the level 2. The flash kick again. The option select is there. Now one hit away. Sweet Mama Chili sees victory right in front of him. Akuma has to make something happen. Flapjack.
About to say, tried to fireball buffer instead from Flapjack. Boom knee not going to work out as well. Tried to throw game instead. And now have to watch out for the Sonic Boom. Back turn. That's enough armor to hit you.
Standing light kick drive rush was not the answer. Sweet Mama Chili was ready with the drive impact, and it's going to take it 3-1. Flapjack just wasn't able to find a way to adjust.
Man, Sweet Mama Chili, I was very unfamiliar with your game. I was seeing a guy, and I'm like, okay, I see some action here and there, but no, really great reads, especially as I was mentioning before, off the Demon Raid, got a little too finicky with it, and Flapjack, I mean, oof, that's a calamity, though. That was definitely something to watch out for.
Yep. And now you have to say it. Chili over Flapjack.
That's a food combination that should not be a thing. That is either the most Texas or Arkansas specific thing I've heard in so long.
Well, you could say that, but I've never had anything in Texas that I thought, you know what, it's bad. Usually it's good. It might sound weird, you know, but just like Sweet Mama Chili, turns out it's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, we're going to be moving on to our next match. I see the players walking up. We got Man from the Stars.
Okay.
The Zangief. You get to watch it after all. Versus Greasy.
I haven't seen the Zangief in so long. Last time, especially for CFGC, was Follow Your Dreams. You know when that was? December of 2024.
Oh. Yeah, Zangief players are kind of under a rock right now, huh? They're all sharing the same rock, hiding from the world.
Just like Patrick, it's like somebody tries to bother their rock.
Yeah.
Spider!
Yeah. They just lariat you, actually.
Exactly.
You just send you back out. I think, let me see. There's Snake Eyes.
Right.
Just plays online.
Yep.
Doesn't really travel. There's Danny Pham. Plays online. Doesn't really travel.
True.
I think Coupon doesn't travel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, all the Zangief players I could think of don't travel. They play online mainly. So, yeah, you're right. They kind of just disappeared, huh?
They're there, but they're not really there. They're in respective regions. They just don't go outside.
Yeah, that's true. So, okay, well, we get a treat then. We get to see a Zangief player.
True.
And this is a true Zangief player. This is a player who learned Street Fighter with Marissa and then went straight to Zangief. It was like, this feels right. And you're going to see a lot of it. We're going to see a lot of, probably going to see a lot of, like, big reads.
Okay.
We're going to see a lot of, I can't even tell you what he calls it, but he indulges in the psychology of the human brain.
Okay.
What makes you tick? You know, what are you scared of? And then he likes to commit to that. Whereas Greasy, I mean, I think Greasy's just a pretty strong DJ player. There's nothing, like, really crazy about his style of play. Just pretty standard overall, but very strong as well. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, good to hear that one. And not only that, when it comes to Zangief players, right, majority of them really just playing on the arcade stick. Meanwhile, I've been playing on leverless the whole time.
Yeah.
It's not easy to hit a 720.
It's not. But you know what? Maybe I'll show you later. It's actually, the thing about leverless Zangief is that it's not intuitive, but it is cheap.
Right.
It's very cheap. But it takes a lot of time and information. That's the most important part of the information. If you have the information, you can make it work. So I was actually showing Man from the Stars a very easy way to do a standing 720, which maybe I'll show you later. But if you don't know the right techniques, you can go through hell. Yeah.
Cooked.
Of course, Greasy, a new age fighting game player playing DJ. Local players, both of them. Let's see how this goes.
About to say, saw the DJ earlier. I mean, quite literally, I will reiterate it for the end of time. A DJ winning CECC. But hey, we got some Zangief gameplay. I'm excited.
Yep.
All right, standing kick already, just trying to go for the armor, but that crouching medium kick going to work instead.
Okay, I like that. Attempts to parry because I think he was aware that the lariat wouldn't work at that angle. Is it going to be a back throw? Yes, it is.
Bah! Back throw, that suplex, love to see it. Whiffs off the grab, though. Imagine he'd probably gone for the SPD.
Yep.
But instead, Man from the Stars, having to watch yourself. That down chop not working a little too hot here.
Yeah, Greasy wanted no part of that. Just straight up said, I'm going to backdash. I'm good.
But absolutely tried to go for the DP just a little earlier. Jackknife, but throw for your troubles.
Yes, it's going to be stand medium punch, standing heavy punch in the corner. Greasy takes the first round. I mean, that was just, it's a Zangief round. It happens every now and then where you just make a bad read. But you can't let that dissuade you, right? I don't think Man from the Stars is going to slow down too much.
Not enough armor to break through that. Instead, you're going to get punished by the machine gun punches. Drive rush tried it again. Grab. Greasy looking more like a grappler than Man from the Stars right now.
Yeah, has the corner. Is it going to be a throw loop? No, it's not. Baits the throw, but it's not able to get the punish.
Had to go in there for the jumping body press instead. Back suplex.
Okay, he tries to lariat to go past the fireball, but it was not worth it. Going to be a huge combo here from Greasy. It's going to take the first game.
Man, nasty with it. I was about to say, that lariat just ain't safe, especially against a character like in the hands of Greasy, right? Like DJ, fast-paced evasion game can go up close and personal, 0 to 20 like that.
Yeah, that kind of was 0 to 20.
Yeah, it really was.
Usain Bolt, we make it happen. First game to Greasy. All right.
Let's get into it. Already going for the OD slasher. Chop ones from Man from the Stars. Just not enough to cut the distance.
Yeah.
Ooh, good punch on the back feint, though.
Yeah, Greasy's been very proactive, just making sure the Man from the Stars can't tell where he's going to be.
Of course, go for the drive rush. Enough armor to just hit. Tried the jumping body press instead. Punished air to air.
Okay, the crouching medium kick again gets the sweep. Now attacking the drive gauge, has the corner. DJ corner pressure and burnout is insane. You're going to have to hold so much. Commits the meter once he saw the hit. Still have to keep guessing. That is guaranteed. You got to hold it. And Greasy takes the first round of the second game.
Just spamming into the air slasher, OD slasher off the soul bat as well. But of course, going for the feint instead. That's just cool.
Yeah, punish, counter, slide, crouching heavy kick. Greasy feeling the rhythm right now, but it may be a little bit too much if I want to tone down the music.
Back throw. Of course, that's going to be crouching medium kick for your troubles. Put you double chop enough to hit the wall. And now jump cancel, loop right into it. Hell stab, OD lariat from Man from the Stars.
Okay, Greasy commits to a jump out, able to get another big combo. Oh, that does so much damage. You just think it's not enough, but you just see it rack up all the way. And even with the Zangief extra 1,000 health, I think that's it.
No, it's not. We just have 1 HP left. We're already just going to commit to the level 2, but I don't think even that's enough. And off the charge option just gets punished for it. Greasy already up by 2-0 here.
Yeah. Zangief is a chunky boy. I thought that was it.
No, honestly, that's the thing. I keep having to remind myself that when it comes to Zangief, 2 options for the level 2, right? You just have the regular one where you can just go like try to charge, but then second one go for the full charge, and usually option for the level 1 if you're able to hit it fully.
Yeah. Okay, the perfect parry on the drive impact. Ideally, you want to impact back, but you just parry it to lower the mental stack. And speaking of mental stack, Greasy's going to have to worry about exactly that right now. What's the guess?
About to say, you just worry about the headbutt into the hell stab, but no, we're going for the jackknife to the max from Greasy right now. OD air slasher, perfect parry though. Another SPD for your troubles. Look at the damage and back into burnout already.
Oh, maybe overly committed to the drive meter spend there. Now Greasy gets a chance to start pressure.
We were trying to Porsche Dynamite in here.
Okay, has the level 2, has the opportunity to react, but it might not matter right now. Greasy attempting the feint. Man from the Stars doesn't take it, but it doesn't matter either. the Sobot kick is going to get the chip. Oh, it wasn't chip, but that's what it was for.
Man, just watching that, I imagine Man from the Stars just expecting anything into the Tundra, just looking for the kick to really go for the twist and turns, but nope. Instead, hit for your troubles, and for now, Greasy, the Sobot into the back throw.
Yeah, and then baits the parry attempt again. You see what I was talking about with Man from the Stars. Very committal. Dashes forward for the command grab, expecting a bait.
There we go. SPD tried a jumping heavy kick, crouching medium kick, and have to work instead. But no, we got Jackknife Max.
Okay. And that's going to be it? No, not quite.
No, not just yet. Just have to watch out. But you shenan once, you shenan again. And Greasy, no exception to the rule. 3-0 here against Man from the Stars.
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw what I was talking about with Man from the Stars. Very committal when he thinks he has a read, right?
Right.
We saw it pan out a few times, but I think Greasy was just too slippery.
No, honestly, I was talking about the matchup, and I was a little worried considering Zangief, very obviously big-bodied, slower on the movement, versus DJ, right? Has the back feint and the multiple options, possibly just cool, and then the Jackknife ODDP to really put you through your paces.
Yeah, just so many options from DJ, just mobility-wise. You're talking about just neutral. You have the sway option. You have the option. The knee shots were working as well every now and then. And then just the fact that his burnout pressure is so good, and Zangief is such a meter-hungry character. He has to spend meter to get stuff started most of the time. If you're going to force your way in, if you spend that meter, if you commit to that meter and it doesn't pan out, and DJ gets on top of you, that could be a big problem. We saw it happen at least twice.
Yeah, I'm saying just really closing the gap and then seeing that, hey, maybe an SPD here or there, but then try to hit it in time, and DJ just really was right there to grab you. Honestly, made Greasy look more so like the grappler here.
Yeah, kind of did, right? Yeah, some tough choices to make once DJ's on top of you. But, yeah, that means that, let me see what that means for the bracket. Greasy wins in loser side.
Okay.
And is now going to move on to fight Hokuto.
Okay. So Hokuto hyping him up a little earlier, so we still have a chance here going into losers.
Yes. And then, of course, Claw is still in the bracket, going to be playing against Sweet Mama Chili. And then on winner's side, we're going to be looking at winners finals Harms going up against Split Synergist.
Ooh, okay. So I'm expecting that Honda versus Ryu gameplay possibly.
I think that's what's going to be. And if we're looking at that, I think Ryu historically has had the advantage against Honda.
Okay.
Historically. And Ryu has not been he's woken up from his slumber as of late. A lot of Ryu players have come out from under the rock. We've seen Ending Walker has been doing well. I mean, there are quite a few. I don't want to miss anyone. But, also, we've seen Blas from Chile, right? I think that was the biggest one. Yeah. And we've seen a few other ones, but I think Ryu is just so strong, which means that if he's historically been good in this matchup, I would expect it to go in the way of Split Synergist.
Gotcha. Not even coming out of a rock. Let's think about it. Ryu players probably like nomadic outside touching grass. That feels very on brand for Ryu.
Yeah.
It's like, Travis, like, where have you been? I was in Japan for 3 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Doing what? Training? Where?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're very wholesome. Paladin as well. I forget about Paladin because he was here as well. He did get second. So, yeah, Ryu players have been doing very well. So I just expect, in my mind, I know the matchup's typically in Ryu's favor, so I would just expect it to be a struggle for Honda.
Yeah. But that's the thing about Harms. I don't want us to be like, oh, yeah, built different. But I mean, Harms, when it comes to the Honda gameplay in the first place, again, very footsies based, which you really don't see much of from certain players. But hey, we have the next match at hand. It's Qua versus Sweet Mama Chili.
Yeah, and Qua sticking with the Terry. We're not seeing the loop come out at all.
About to say, the loop was working almost a level 2-0, did guarantee him a third place finish here. It's CECC. The Terry, though, in a Street Fighter 6 Open, still fun to watch no matter what.
Yep. I mean, who knows? Maybe Qua is just like, okay, great. I did what I needed to do to determine that I really came here to, determine I practiced for, determine that I really cared about. And he had the goal of making third, and he did, right? So maybe he's like, okay, maybe new page, maybe I'm a Terry player now.
True.
Who knows?
And I'm trying to think, when it comes to the gameplay matchup in the first place, I mean, Qua maybe possibly going for the running geysers on the ground, maybe to dissuade against Sweet Mama Chili's, like, the charged knuckles and everything, maybe even the sonic booms here and there.
Yeah. I mean, having a projectile that travels slowly against Gao, especially if it nullifies the rest of his sonic booms, a projectile that goes through sonic booms in that way, might just be a good thing.
Possibly, let's think about it, would really put you on good advantage on ground game, but as I say that, already going for the charged sonic boom into the overhead, you shoot with it.
Yep, I'm talking about zoning with fireballs, and both players are like, nah, we're going in.
Exactly. I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Only problems, nothing else. Goes in again, Sweet Mama Chili, using the sonic booms just to force his way in.
Flash kicks at that. There we go. Good geysers.
Power wave.
Oh, goodness. Already whip again, but we are the The burning knuckle, ready drive, rush. There's a throw for your troubles.
Okay, whiff punish with the sweep. Knew that the heavy kick was coming. Commits. Has the corner right now.
Back into the corner, Sweet Mama's Chili not looking too hot. Of course, the ODDP. That's punish. Burnout be damned. That's one up for Qua so far.
Yep. Are you going to take the throw loop, or are you just going to do something about it? And Sweet Mama Chili decided to do something about it. Hate the price, but it's sometimes worth sending that message early.
Yeah, and honestly, if it works a little too well, especially for Qua right now. Sweet Mama's Chili just caught pressing into the shoulder bash, rising tackle.
Okay. Pushing his way out of the corner, but look at that life, that health disadvantage.
Uh-oh. That's going to be the throw again. But, of course, there's one throw. There is another, especially off the Sonic Boom stand kick.
Just spamming standing medium kick, daring Sweet Mama Chili to walk into it.
Exactly. Come outside. I won't jump you.
I just want to talk.
Exactly. On God, on God.
Oh, the rising tackle is baited. This is going to be a lot of damage. Doesn't need any super, and now we're going to be even, 1 round apiece, and both players have level 3.
Man, stand heavy loop coming into it right now from Sweet Mama's Chili, but of course trying to go for the jump in option, especially off the Sonic Boom's drive rush, immediately interrupted. Shoulder bash into the burning knuckle.
Okay. And you mentioned where there's one throw, there might be another.
Yep.
Looks like it was an overhead instead,
no!
but the geyser is dropped.
Back throw, and right now Sweet Mama's Chili looking to have the advantage right now, trying to get the side swap jump out of the corner though. Qua instead opting in block against most of these fireballs.
All jumps too early. Qua was thinking that was going to be a faster Sonic Boom, but it wasn't. Sweet Mama's Chili trying to force the burnout, but it doesn't pan out. This should be a geyser. No, just a level 1. Okay.
Exactly. Are you okay?
Just wants to watch the animation. It's such a cool super.
Exactly. It is a fire cinematic. It is very fun to watch. I imagine not so fun to have happen to you.
Yeah, no, you turn from sweet to bitter.
Ooh, honestly,
just
Sweet Mama's
like that.
Chili would be nasty bitter, possibly rotten, but hey, not spoiled just yet.
No, we still have a few more games to go. Ball hasn't taken it quite yet.
Of course, OD, the jab, just press out.
Look at these frame kills from Qua, showing a mastery of Terry that I didn't expect that he would have.
Man. At that one, goes for Sonic Boom into the drive rush option, though. Flash kick coming into it from Sweet Mama's Chili, though. Side swap.
Yeah, just throws another power wave under.
Okay.
Yeah, the straights are not working out. Maybe just buying some time, It doesn't matter either way, right? If you bought the time, you survived, your drive gauge came back, but you're going to lose your health in the process. And Sweet Mama Chili able to take the first round this game.
Of course, one touch is all it takes right now. Sweet Mama's Chili, possibility to tie it 1-1. Qua, though, momentum advantage, but instead having to watch out with the slide in, especially walk up after Fireball.
Okay, Qua slowly inching forward, not able to navigate around his Sonic Booms.
Off the jump in, be careful with that. But a crouching heavy kick coming into it from Qua. Oh.
Okay, we're gonna OD Fireball in.
The overhead, there we go, with the grab, forward throw. Ain't that 2 more? Oh, he's a 3rd.
Oh,
okay.
The sweep again. Yeah, that one came out of nowhere. I didn't see that one coming. It's going to be a reaction DI right back at you, Qua. Able to see it coming. Crack shoot, DP straight into the level 3.
Good reversal at that one, and a greater conversion off rip here. Of course, guaranteed kill. Don't even have to play our favorite game, but will it kill?
Yeah, no, it's definitely dead.
Guaranteed, and for Qua right now, at least final round here. Possibility to set this 2-0.
Yeah, very important round for both players. If Qua takes this round, goes up 2-0, that is not where you want to be. You don't want your opponent comfortable in a match like this, but also Sweet Mama's Chili takes this round, evens it out 1-1, then we have a fight.
About to say Qua just back in burnout. They'll have to contend with a heavy kick and the jump in off of that flash kick to watch out for. Sonic Boom back up against the wall for the crush and jump cancel.
Yes, guaranteed drive impact there, guaranteed level 3. Sweet Mama's Chili trying to take as much of an advantage as possible in this situation. Also going to replenish that drive gauge back to almost full health.
Or
full capacity, I should say.
Drive rush at that one, but DP gets punished, and Sweet Mama's Chili actually almost caught in a nick of trouble right there. But for Qua right now, just not even in burnout, building back up some level of meter, jumps over the fireball. But the stand medium kick won't be enough here. Sweet Mama's Chili now ties it 1-1.
Yeah, Qua using that standing medium kick over and over again and pressing after the fact, and Sweet Mama's Chili has picked up on it.
Uh-oh. Of course, going in off the rush option, especially back in crouching. He's just watching out for the flash kick in case Qua tried to press up.
Okay, jump light kick escapes the corner. Flash kick sends Qua into the corner. No anti-air from Sweet Mama's Chili, but it's okay. We get the hit after the fact. Attempts to throw.
OD rising tackle into it for that stand heavy kick. The roundhouse from Qua right there, but the jump inside swap into the forward throw.
Okay, we're going to do the heavy. Has the corner again. Another one. Low forward driver is going to get a full combo here into the OD rising tackle for the first round. Qual now finally takes the lead in this game. Needs this next round.
I mean, definitely against Sweet Mama's Chili. Don't want to run away with the momentum here. The Guile menace that has been tearing through our Street Fighter 6 open bracket. Jumps up with a fireball, but of course, crouching media kick might jump you instead. OD shoulder bash.
Punish standing heavy kick. Again, the side switch has been happening so many times as one player takes the right corner and switches right after the fact.
Of course, kick again, going into it. The Sonic booms, make that once, twice, dang near 3 times. You're waiting off the charge. You can just tell sitting there menacingly. And one touch, all you need is that medium kick drive in from Sweet Mama's Chili.
Yeah, misses the whiff punish there. Quan pays the price, but not in the worst situation as I say that.
Uh-oh, flash kick coming into it. Of course, Sonic Boom to worry about off the walk-up from Sweet Mama's Chili. And Qua, sand heavy kick, just have to sit there, especially fireball for fireball.
Okay, crotch heavy punch is fully punished. Gonna take some corner carry here. Standing heavy kick point black. That's gonna be punished by the 4 frame.
Oh, standing heavy kick almost got punished again. Qua, though, able to block up and really just stands up, if you will. Crash kick, crouch shoot, though.
Yeah, the crash shoot just left him a little bit too far away. Oh, that's not plus. You're able to challenge after the fact on the driver's crouching medium kick, but Qua didn't.
That's the throw, build a little bit back up off your drive gauge, but even though Qua still with 2 more throws here, trying to go for the overhead.
Oh, flash kick into the CA!
Of course, the weather forecast calling for 50, 70, maybe 90 mile per hour winds, and a win under Sweet Mama Chili's belt right now. That's going to be 2-1 so far.
Yeah, look at that. Sweet Mama Chili's taking advantage of the drops and the whiff punish misses that Qua's provided, taking it all the way to 2-1. And I like that reaction flash kick. Didn't have the it doesn't even matter anymore. Right now we're into the potentially the final game.
And possibly, I mean, Qua, knowing that the comeback goat, if you will, dependent on how this goes, especially after the flash kick reaction.
Look at this play from Sweet Mama's Chili. I'm tripping over my words. I can't believe how well Gala's playing right now.
Working a little too well, and even with the burnout expenditure, doesn't matter. Sweet Mama's Chili, set point.
Very important round. Qua needs to make some adaptations right now. The standing medium kick.
Of course, medium kick from Sweet Mama's Chili gets punished again into the burning knuckle, but of course trying to go for the throw instead, gets broken out of.
Yep. Sweet Mama's Chili has been able to escape that corner almost every time. It hasn't mattered.
Man, and Qua just trying to find some pressure off that stand medium kick. Hasn't really been working in that boom knee with the drive rush. Of course, gets it. There we go, stand heavy kick with the roundhouse, the jab for pressure.
Okay, walking down. I like that. Just crouching menacingly, as you mentioned before. Sweet Mama's Chili using Gao as expected.
And just going into it for the crack shoot. There we go. Forward throw into it, building up on meter. Had the level 3 available, but you just have to be careful about how you press this. Want to buffer past the fireball. Throw again.
Yeah, you saw him holding the parry there. It's kind of easy to see it and react at that point, but that doesn't really mean any advantage has been had in the situation. Right now, it's still set point for Sweet Mama's Chili. Qua has to be very careful.
Stand heavy kick getting punished for your troubles right now. Off the throw instead. There we go. Drive rush into the burning knuckle. Back up against the wall. Goes for the throw to keep up the corner pressure.
Let me throw again.
Second time.
Is it going to be another one? Yes, it is.
Third time.
Again?
Possibly. There's no way.
Oh, not quite. Oh, okay. Geyser.
Listen. Geyser, 100 to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Let me tell you. And now Qua and Sweet Mama's Chili tied 2-2.
Yeah, you can feel the aggression in both players rising. Both players want to end this, but Sweet Mama's Chili trying to buy some time to recuperate.
Of course, you have the boom knee option again from Sweet Mama's Chili, which honestly been getting blocked at least 40-50% of the time here against Qua. Jump in heavy kick though might be the option.
Doesn't convert from the crouching medium punch. Qua needed that combo. Either way, all good. Sweet Mama's Chili trying to control right now. Qua can feel the momentum shifting.
Stand medium kick coming into it. You have the Sonic Boom to worry about once, twice, 3 times. And of course, just buffering under right now from Qua, saying, I can play the fireball game just a little better. Tried this shoulder bash, but not to that intended effect.
back. Heavy kick into the flash kick. Now Sweet Mama's Chili once again at set point. We saw this before. Paul was able to make the comeback. Can he do it again?
I mean, that is the important question, though. We have the rising tackle into the rush as well. Forward throw coming into it from Quad right now into the meaty overhead.
Well, it's looking like it might happen. Has the heavy punch once again. +1.
Rising tackle again. We have the rush. OD flash kick. Going to get punished for your troubles.
Look
into
at this
the run.
corner carry. Look at this corner carry.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Oh!
Getting scary with it, even risk the burnout expenditure.
Yes,
One
yes.
more throw.
Yes. And now we're going to final game, final round. Both players, again, almost 3 bars for Sweet Mama's Chili. It's about to come. There it is.
About to say drive rush into it, coming into it from Sweet Mama's Chili. And, of course, we're just going for the level 3. Not only for the burn out, but we're just trying to go for the life lead.
Yeah, I think we're also just trying to get some momentum at this point.
I mean, just something, anything. You don't even have that much meter left on the super, so you have to build back up maybe to a 1. But for Kwa, without the 3 available, maybe even the critical art, try to stay a medium kick.
Okay, you can see Claw's not in the rush right now, but that might come to bite him. We might have to make something happen very soon. With punish, crouching medium kick.
Crouching there, menacingly crack, shoot into the back throw.
That's a very important back throw.
I mean, it really is. Try to overhead again. Crouching medium punch coming into it. Off the sonic booms, just walk up.
Oh, okay. This might be burnout.
Oh!
No, it's not. It's going to be an OD flash kick in reaction to the crack shot. Sweet Mama's Chili's able to take it 3-2.
Oof, that was a little too close for comfort. But hey, who would have thought the Guile Menace popping out here in the Street Fighter 6 Open? That was a good match.
Ruining everyone's fun, holding down back as
I'm
we
having
expect.
a bad day, and I'm making it everybody's problem.
Yeah, but that was an important flash kick. If
True.
that flash kick didn't come out, that probably would have been a burnout. And as I don't know if you guys know, Terry's burnout pressure is insane. You're in the corner, you have no way to defend yourself. You spent your level 3. When Terry has level 3 of his own, that could have been bad. That could have been very bad. So good call for Sweet Mama's Chili, sitting there just watching. If you do crack shot with a flash kick, and yeah, gets the job done.
Yeah, that was a calculated read coming into it. Was not expecting the outcome of this. I mean, Qua, of course, good effort into our open, especially after CECC.
Terry.
I was about to say, we do not expect that much Terry, but then I look and I'm like, well, you know, if it works, it works.
It works,
I was very unfamiliar with Terry Bogard's game.
Yeah, no, made it pretty far. Qua playing the Terry. Maybe it's a new leaf. We could maybe ask him right now. Hey, Qua. So is your Terry new? Is your Terry new? Brand new? Your Terry? Okay. So for fun, I had to know. I apologize. Yeah. So
say for fun.
For fun.
That did not look like for fun.
It did not look very serious.
That did not.
We had the frame kills.
I'm sitting there like, okay, that can't be for fun here. Why did we see that in CECC and then getting told that? I'm like, oh wow.
Yeah, no. The Luke got pretty far though.
I
I think it's a fair point though. For fun could be a relative term.
True.
Because the Luke is for business, the Terry's for fun, right? Doesn't mean the Terry's weak by any means. It just means it's for fun.
Right.
Now that being said, Sweet Mama's Chili moves on to losers semis. And we're going to have Hokuto go up against Greasy.
Ooh, okay. So that should be an interesting one at that one. But so far, these matches, even for Street Fighter 6 Open coming into Collegiate, I mean, outside of that, we have Collegiate players here. We have people that may not be within that whatsoever. Has been really exciting day so far.
Yeah, some of Dallas's finest are here. Not all of them, but I'm very happy that they were able to make it out. You know, I think at first they were like, oh, I don't know what this is. And then when they caught wind of who was coming and the fact that like Paladin and Blue was going to be here, they're like, oh, this is a pretty big event. So
exactly.
Very happy to see. Even Greasy's here. Greasy does not leave his house. So this is going to be a good one. Greasy making top 8 here, going up against Hokuto. Let's see how this plays out.
I mean, imagine we're either going for a button check, possibly, or maybe just getting started off.
Oh, we're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it.
No, we're just hopping right in, especially off the air slasher. Of course, back feint just right into it. Able to break out of the grab here.
Yeah, you see the drive meter from Greasy. Already pretty low, but going to replenish some of it there just by getting some blocks. Okay, that throw.
Here we go, forward throw. Love to see it. Air slasher again coming into it off the fireballs from Greasy. That back feint. Of course, overhead just yet. Hokuto, opportunity for the drive rush into the throw. Build up on the metals.
Okay, crouching heavy punch pulls you in. Greasy going to take full advantage here, chasing after that drive gauge. Going to take the health while he's at it. Perfect parry. Is that going to be back throw? Yes, it is.
Back throw at that
Force
one.
burnout.
Put you in the corner. Greasy just back in the burnout. Hokuto just getting up with the loop pressure and the wall crush.
Yes. I like that from Hokuto. giving Greasy the level 2 before attempting to drive impact. Like, if you want to spend it, go ahead. Because, you know, DJ doesn't have an invincible level 1, so it's kind of like one of those things where it's like DJ is helpless if he's burnt out. But Hokuto gave Greasy the chance.
All right, go to Slasher already, going for the fireball game instead after grab. Now good air.
Oh, whiff punish on the crouching medium kick Hokuto. That's 4 medals.
Looking cool with it so far, but that's that maximum off the jackknife into the OD.
Standing heavy kick whiff punish. Okay, what's the guess? The parry attempt from Greasy. Hokuto is just going to force the burnout.
Oh, that's a bad burnout state you don't want to find yourself in, especially against Hokuto right now. Has to jump out really just to skip into the machine gun punches in the level 3.
Yeah, the simplest combo ever. We're not complicating this. I need you dead. We'll move on to the next round. Let's talk about what happens next after the fact, because right now Hokuto has 4 medals. 1 more medal, and that man is a unit.
About to say, just a terrifying unit, that IDOM PTSD, if you will, which I do not like. It haunts my nightmares even to this day.
Yep. Okay, Greasy still staying mobile, not dissuaded at all by the hit that he took. Attempting the shimmy there, it doesn't come. There's the 5th medal.
Okay, now we're built up completely, keeping up the pressure and momentum off the medals. Instead, following up with the jackknife drive rush into the back throw.
No meter jackknife as well.
Especially after the fireball in the first place. OD air slasher, just cool feint though.
Okay, empty jump. Actually just whiffs the jump, heavy kick. Gonna get the overhead hit here. Full conversion, toss him.
Ooh, nasty with it. And Hokuto, of course, showing signs of life. It could possibly be a nasty matchup. We've seen how Greasy plays. It is very evasive.
Yeah, very evasive, very movement heavy as well. I think that the shimmies haven't worked out so far for Greasy. Maybe Greasy needs to consider more just going for the throw. You're going for the shimmy. Hokuto is shown to have the discipline, right? You might as well just start throwing them.
Of course, standing kick just a little bit earlier. Push going to the jackknife again. Drive rush, able to break out of the throw. Hokuto saw that. It's like, hey, that's not going to work out for me. I've seen how it works.
Gets the throw here. That's level 2 medal. Baits the jackknife. Look at that damage.
Good damage at that. Just cool with the feint again. And the Sabat, of course, back press off the throw.
Standing medium kick just pokes out of the drive rush. Holding the corner. Any player gets a hit right now, it should be dead.
About to say, that crouching light punch coming into it from Greasy right now, into the rush. Try to throw attempt again, so Hokuto starting to wisen up to what the follow-ups might be. And of course, burnout expenditure. Throw again for the kill.
Standing medium punch from Manon is one of the most used and most successful tools that she's used at neutral, just because it's such a good tool. It's a good whiff punish, a good aggressive poke tool, and it converts and it's cancelable. So you're going to see it a lot in this matchup just like that.
I mean, true, and we'll say that Hokuto's counter poke game has really been on point so far, especially going against Greasy. Good readjustments at that one, especially keeping up the corner pressure. But as I say that, Greasy air slasher with the rush.
Okay, Greasy just cool, able to get the jackknife once again.
Of course, grab at that one. There we go. Try to go for the overhead. Air feint, though.
Baits 3 times.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, not able to fully convert, but okay, still looking good for Greasy. Is he going to be able to force any kill here? No, it's not.
Oh, no, just back in burnout, and even then, Hokuto trying to keep up the pressure. Greasy, it burned himself. I say that. You're caught in the
It is
super.
going to hit the level 2. Hokuto backs away, buffers it, sees the jump, and Greasy was not able to hold off, and it's going to go down 0-2 to Hokuto.
Ooh, calculated read. I mean, Hokuto a little earlier wasn't doing too hot. I think might have heard us and said, I'm going to take that personal. I take that personally.
Yeah, maybe. And you saw the corner there. Greasy was able to bait like 3 times, but just missed it.
Which is true, and even missed out with the just cool.
Again,
OD feint, but still Greasy is starting to waste a little more meter than I'd actually like to see here.
Uh-oh. Hokuto forcing the guess over and over again. Greasy not able to handle it.
And not just yet. I mean, back into the corner, not much you can do, especially off the stand medium kicks. The side swap, able to break the throw. Air feint again.
Okay, Greasy able to make the good read there on the neutral jump for the command grab. Goes for the throw. Hokuto jumps out. That was a delayed jump out. If Greasy just commits to the meaty grab, it should work out. This time, not going to overcomplicate it.
Not complicated at all. OD air slasher trying to keep up the pressure. Burnout, chip, damage. And that to be that crouching light punch from Greasy. Put you up by 1 here.
Okay, Greasy turning up the aggression, turning up the flames.
Back feint into it, able to block just in time. Tried to slow that press, but instead, Hokuto put you through the ringer for your troubles.
Okay, this time Greasy opts to just back away. The parry hasn't been working out, but the overhead didn't come from Hokuto. Gets a medal on top of it. The whiff punish, then a heavy kick.
The pirouette, nice to see it, but just keep up in the corner right now. Drive rush into the grab, build up on the medals. Now we're number 4 into a perfect round from Hokuto. Set point.
Did I see a drive impact there? I think I saw a drive impact, just didn't have the health to absorb it.
Which is really unfortunate. Tried the air slasher again in the OD, but of course caught just the jab pressure.
Okay, we're fighting now. You can tell Greasy has realized this is for his tournament life. He's trying to make something happen.
Back feint, jump back over. Of course, that Hokuto keep the pressure again. Go through the drive rush pirouette.
All back heavy punch, meaty conversion. Gonna get them to the level 3. Even with the metal boost, this is not gonna be enough to kill, but this is a similar situation to Split Synergist and Hokuto. Hokuto maybe taking a page out of that book.
Exactly, just play my cinematic right now. Greasy, not that much life or meter left to burn to give, so you have to watch out, especially playing these air slashers. Still not enough. Hokuto moving on 3-0 here.
Yeah, Hokuto, okay, maintaining the dominance that he's been having in this bracket outside of the the speed bump that was Split Synergist. That was a big speed
right.
bump. 3-0. Looking just as strong as against everyone else.
I mean, true. Hokuto looking really clean here, especially on the metal build-up. Didn't even really need it in some key points and situations here. But I will say that Greasy, listen, let me tell you, Greasy getting out of these situations, right, was really scary. But then the one thing that I did notice, back end corner does have a tendency, I don't want to say to waste meter, but kind of burn it down a little bit, especially trying to poke your way out off the air slasher.
Yeah. Just one of those things, you got to make a choice.
Right.
You got to make a choice. And we saw Hokuto as well using the back medium kick. I don't think I've seen a Manon player, like the windshield wiper kick, right? That's kind of what I call it. I don't see a Manon player using that move as often. It is a true guess.
True.
It comes with an overhead, and if you're going to parry, if you're going to commit, it's kind of risky. So what most people do is to just drive reversal it, but no one so far has done it. And Hokuto is like, oh, I get to use this. And has just been spamming it over and over again. And so far, no one's answered it outside of Split Synergist.
Right. And Split Synergist is still up in our upper bracket, if I remember correctly.
Yes, winners finals.
Still blasting through that. Winners finals is going to be an interesting one.
Yes. And we talked about it a little bit. I think that's what we're going to have coming up next. It's going to be, it is Harms on the other side. That's right. It's been so long. They've been comfortable up there. They won earlier. We had to play through the bracket. But Harms with the Honda and Split Synergist with the Ryu. We talked about it a little bit. Ryu, just historically, one of the best fireballs in Street Fighter.
Right.
Honda historically has struggled against fireballs. You would expect that that's how the matchup would go. Is Honda's going to have to work his way in. The headbutts aren't going to be as good. The butt stamps aren't going to be as good. But because Ryu also has a DP, very traditional. But I wonder what Harms is going to do. I wonder how he's going to play the matchup.
Because I'm trying to think that's what I was going to speak of, going in for the butt slam that Harms really likes to pull, especially not mostly round start, but really just get the interrupt, right? And then Split Synergist, knowing that the ODDP or just really even DP in general is going to take that down, kind of null and void it, is going to be a real tough one to kind of scale back here.
I just realized something. You commentated a match with Paladin versus Harms, and it was Ryu versus Honda.
Yep.
So what was your take on that?
If anything, I feel Harms really had to force himself to readjust the game, considering that Paladin really liking to read through the ODDP and then really just close the gap, knowing that trying with Harms, right, to play the footsies game, that Tatsu would just close the gap, go for the throw instead. Paladin really shut him down.
Yeah. And I think Harms had some good situations there that could have gone his way.
Right.
But it's just one of those things like Paladin make the read with the wake-up CA that hit, the read with the wake-up level 1 that hit.
Yep.
Harms attempted the same stuff. It didn't work out. But this is a different Ryu.
True.
And Harms has learned a lot since then. That was that was a different Harms, I'm sure. So I'm curious to see how that goes.
And different Harms from a few days ago.
Yeah, a lot can happen.
True, a lot can happen in 2 days,
when you
believe me.
When you're surrounded by strong players, a lot can happen in a matter of 1 hour.
Exactly. It can happen, a lot can happen in these moments right now. Harms versus Split Synergist.
Yeah, you see Honda pumping himself up and Ryu just walking in like, yeah, it's time for business.
Yeah, looking clean with it, but at the same time, Split Synergist is the same one who took down Hokuto, and in shocking fashion at that.
Yes, that's true. Okay, good jump, heavy punch there from Harms already.
Not the heavy chop at that, the butt slam we do like to see, but of course getting punished with the ODDP.
Yeah, already sending the message, hey, I'm not going to hold that.
Exactly. You trying to come off the sky from me, I'm going to send you down twice as hard here, especially off the back throw. Enough armor for the punish.
Wake-up drive impact after the back throw from Ryu. You can tell Harms is familiar with this matchup. Burns out to get the command grab, not going to kill.
Not just yet. Try to throw again, just off the walk-ups. Just slow, menacing, intimidating with it from Harms.
Yep, and Split Synergist now is just going to throw fireballs, going to hide behind him.
Expecting the parry at that one. That stand medium kick now working to intended effect here. And of course, already Split Synergist back in the burnout state. Harms, though, it's full advantage, already up by 1.
Yes, the light Hasho tries to press after the fact, but Harms was ready for it. Just because I'm burnt out doesn't mean I can't use it against you.
All right, let's do the drive rush. Medium kick instead. Go for the fourth throw. Fourth throw twice.
Okay, Split Synergist upping
3
the aggression
times.
now. Look at those meaty jabs. That was a crazy sequence.
Especially after Hashigeki, but already into the DP action right now. Now Pahan playing footsies. Was blocking its fireball once, twice, but that throw break couldn't have come at a better time. Was expecting it.
Oh, doesn't react with the drive impact. Had plenty of times. Split Synergist just caught slipping.
Of course, butt slam again. Down chop, heavy hand slaps right now in a burnout state. Want to risk it? You know what? High risk,
the
high
crouching medium
reward.
kick is going to hit. This should be it.
And super conversion. There we go. The level 3 Ring of Fire.
Yeah, very common setup there for Honda players. They do the walking palms and the empty jump into the low. It looks like you're going to want to attack a throw. You're going to want to like stand up and block a safe jump, but that is not what's coming. It's going to be a medium crouch, medium kick into the standing light punch, and Harms takes full advantage of it, goes straight into level 3, and takes the first game.
Already up by 1 right now against Split Synergist, having a bit of an interesting time having to grapple with Harms and the Honda gameplay.
Yeah, Harms, once again, not getting baited by the Hasha whiff this time. Gonna use this dead time to get a full charge up.
Of course, drive rush into it, go for the forward throw instead. Really charged, but OD head slam coming into it from Harms right now in the drive rush against Split Synergist, getting the read and the throw.
Okay, cross-cut DP. Okay, not able to get a combo, but that's okay. We are gonna take this drive impact. Is it gonna level 1? No, just gonna do a light Tatsu.
That's fine, Tatsu ender. That forward throw will be enough to get the job done for Split Synergist up by 1 round.
All right, what's the opener? Harms just walking up with the standing light punch. You can tell Harms is already of the mindset of, I'm going to have to close the distance with you. I can't let you get away from me.
Try to DP a little earlier instead of having to go for the drive rush option into Fireball once, twice, 3 times, coming into it off the counter. Hashigeki just in case.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that. A lot of fireballs are going to come.
Even then, the butt slam right now, ODDP in response with Synergist, but we got the super to hit.
We did see Harms do this in the previous match against Ryu, but it didn't end up working out that round as well. So I don't know if that's been what's worked it, but we'll find out.
And the hand slams right now. She's crouching light kick right now.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Remember what I was saying about the footsies game, especially in the OD down shop, getting heavy with it.
Level 1 is there, yes. Look at that calculation. Got it exactly right.
And of course, Harms, possibility to put this at 2-0 right now. Getting a little scary with a drive rush, butt slam for your troubles into the throw.
Yeah, both of these characters are high damage characters in the right scenario. If they get the right hits, you might be losing 60 to 70%.
Drive rush again, but of course that's going to be the perfect parry right into DP actually. Being punished and Split Synergist, risking it for everything in a burnout state. OD grab for a perfect round from Harms.
Yes, Harms looking very strong. Split Synergist not able to figure out this Honda at all. I mean, actually was doing pretty well. That DP is what kind of ended it all, but I think Harms has been able to maneuver around Split Synergist's attempts to zone.
Man, the attempts they have been right now against Split Synergist, just really trying to go for the fireball.
See, just like that.
Perfect game, and still just right over in a butt slam from Harms.
Yes, that DP attempt from Split Synergist might be the problem. That's the thing a lot of Shoto players have in their habit is to DP any airborne approach, but that might be at his deficit. His detriment, I should say, this time.
Oh, just in the
just
corner.
walks up and does the Ocho throw.
Waiting. And that OD throw. Tatsu ender coming into it from Split Synergist right now into the back corner throw.
Okay, yeah, just forward heavy kick, hits the low, checks the shins. Are they good? No, they're not. Harms looking at a set point.
That point tried that crouching roundhouse, but Hashigeki from corner distance right here for Split Synergist, able to hit just a shred of health. And now for Harms, tried the heavy chop.
Okay, we're going to try to butt slam again.
Out the lumbar check, back in the corner you go.
Yeah, you need you're going to need a chiropractor after this one.
Yeah, neither a chiropractor nor flex tape can fix any of that. Let me tell you right now, especially after the OD 1,000-hand chops already into the OD grab. And one more.
Another one, yeah, check it. Oh, wake up standing heavy punch from Split. able to fight out of this corner, needs to make something happen right now.
Just something, anything right now, but that's going to be into the super conversion, level 3, charged up.
Yes, this critical art is going to be a lot of damage, but it's not enough to get the kill. Harms is very much on the board.
Man.
Has a say in what happens next.
About to say, trying to go for the clap, and even in Burnout, able to catch Split Sinner just barely into the level 3 super.
Yes, and yeah, that is going to be CA. A lot of unnecessary damage added on to this one. The headbutt. Talk about a solar plexus check, right?
I was about to say, solar plexus check, that's going to be at least heavy-handed insurance. Let me tell you right now.
Yeah, heavy-handed. I like that. The double pun there from the Honda main. Moving on to Grand Finals winner side, 3-0 against Ryu. A matchup that I would have expected to go in Ryu's favor, but we mentioned this before. It's a different Ryu from Paladin, a different Harms from 2 days ago, or yesterday, I should say. He looked way more comfortable in that matchup than he did earlier. I was
about to say, far more comfortable and far more confident in that, which honestly I was expecting a bit, I don't want to say one-sided, but in that matchup, I mean, 9 times out of 10, Ryu, a little more favorable when you think about it.
Yeah. I mean, the fireballs are kind of the deciding factor,
right?
In if the Honda player can play or not. But I think that the butt slams were what destabilized that for Split Ninjas, because Split kept trying to DP them. We didn't see any perfect parry attempts. And if you're a Honda player, that's like, oh, great, I don't have to worry about this. This is awesome. And because of that, the fireballs were taken off the board. And if you don't have your fireballs and you have to fight Honda, that might be bad for business.
Yeah, exactly. But I believe we should have our next match coming up, possibly post Grand Finals set up. I believe we are headed back down the losers.
Yeah, we saw Hokuto go up there.
Okay.
So it's going to be Hokuto versus Sweet Mama's Chili.
Ooh.
Looks like, yeah.
Okay, so we have Manon versus Guile. Got you. That's going to be a fun one.
I wonder. I don't have a point of reference for these matchups because I've only ever seen it with like Knuckle Dew and Idom.
Right.
And when you watch a matchup enough, it becomes like a player matchup to where you don't really know how the character matchup is supposed to be played.
Exactly.
But Hokuto has shown to be really strong, and I think the only person who has made him look human so far is Split Ninjas, who also just got beaten by Honda.
True.
So I wonder if matchups are really about the characters at all, if you can find a weakness in the player.
True, that is important to know about, but I believe people outside are ready for this next matchup at hand. I know I am. That Guile's no joke, especially coming into this one.
Yeah, no, the Guile did really well against Wall.
Yeah, a little too well.
Yeah, the flash kick on that crack shoot, I remember that. But yeah, I don't know. I think Guile's just gonna throw some booms.
Understandable. Throw some booms. It's a Sonic boom.
Sonic boom. Yeah, because you don't want Manon to get in, I would imagine.
Right.
Yeah, she gets the medals, it might be a problem.
Exactly. Want to keep the throw game away. I mean, once you build up on those medals, we've seen it happen before that Hokuto just fairly unstoppable. But in this situation, you have to see how it plays out against Sweet Mama's Chili.
Yep. Manon already stretching, ready to go. Guile, of course, don't need no stretching. I'm good. Get my comb out.
It's like sick fringe cut for fringe cut. I mean, goodness. I don't even know how that haircut in the first place is possible.
A lot of hairspray.
Understandable. Pomade, I imagine, has to be insane expense. On a tax write-off, possibly.
Okay, jump heavy kick there from Hokuto. Successful. Sweet Mama Chili was not ready for it, but this is just the opener. Let's see how they adjust to each other.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Of course, already starting out with flash kick, tried to boom knee from cross distance, but instead opting in for the Sonic booms.
Okay, standing medium punch, back heavy punch combo. We're going to get a medal here.
Back throw at that, maybe once, twice. Yep, that's 3 medals already on the board here. The Sweet Mama's Chili not looking too hot.
Yeah, jumping medium kick. Able to get the full combo after the fact, but not before getting to level 3 medal. Now Sweet Mama's Chili has to figure out how to survive this. No DP, no jump out. Hokuto seems to have a read.
I mean, not just yet. Hokuto really getting in with the jump-ins, especially Sweet Mama's Chili. Not able to overthrow with the fireballs whatsoever. Back into the corner. We're already up to 5 medals.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. It seems like Hokuto has a read on Sweet Mama's Chili. Maybe just knows that he's going to keep committing. Okay, the back medium kick this time. I promise you Hokuto noticed that. Sweet Mama's Chili didn't jump away, didn't parry. Is that it?
Oh,
damage!
Yeah. I didn't realize it was that much damage.
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's nasty.
It is a super. You got to be very careful when she has 5 medals.
That's nasty. That's disgusting. I was very unfamiliar with Manon's game, but I imagine Hokuto very familiar in doing so right now. Of course, jump in special.
Yep, that's an Olympian wrestler, all right? She's very good at what she does. Okay, Sweet is going to be punished there from Sweet Mama's Chili. Hokuto is going to have to re-earn all those medals from the previous game, thank God.
Yep, definitely, but of course we have the reversal coming into it from the DI and a flash kick as well. Sonic boom with the walk-up. Almost Chili trying to keep the pressure.
Okay, standing medium punch overhead. We're going to jump there. Anti-air is there. This time, Sweet Mama's Chili has toned down the buttons, toned down the Sonic Booms, and now is able to anti-air.
Absolutely, flash kick again, or excuse me, off the Sonic Booms. Instead, tried it for the drive rush. Crouching medium kick coming in from Sweet Mama's Chili, and Hokuto just walking up menacingly.
Yep. Sweet Mama, we're going to have to hold down back because Hokuto is pushing forward right now.
Force
flash
jump in.
kick.
Nice flash kick punish coming into it. Sweet Mama's Chili, they were crouching medium kick again, once, twice, dang near 3 times. Drive rush option instead.
Oh, this time commits to the overhead frame traps. You can see Sweet Mama Chili tried to challenge after the fact. Didn't pan out. Now Hokuto has 3 medals on board. Gonna react to the DI. Is he gonna command grab? He probably is. No, just a full combo here. Gonna get the medal. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Love to see it. Love to see it from Hokuto. It's building up and into final round. One more away from 5 medals again.
Yeah, very scary. Stand medium punch, whiff punish into the back, heavy punch combo here. That's 5 medals. You have to guess. The flash kick is there. I like that. I actually appreciate that option. You have to make a commitment.
Exactly, especially on wake up. That OD flash kick couldn't have helped at a better time. I say that though. Now we're getting into pressure damage from Hokuto in the medals. Has opted for double Sonic Boom. Stand medium kick.
We're almost in 1 command grab range currently. And yeah, we're going to go for the level 3, going to replenish that drive gauge, but also diminish that health bar from Hokuto.
And diminish it best as possible. Definitely get that life lead back that you've been missing. Even the parry boom knee off the drive rush. And Sweet Mama's Chili goes into burnout, has to risk it.
Yeah, you see the desperation needing to end this right now. Doesn't want Hokuto to take any advantage. A stab medium punch hits. That's going to be CA. And the 5 medals on top of it. This is definitely over. No questions whatsoever.
About to say, just pure overkill off the super, especially with the medals. Hokuto going to be up by 2-0 here.
Yeah, just dump him by the bikes. All good.
Yeah, exactly. Just be able to bike away home. Save yourself the embarrassment of having to take the bus.
Yep. These overheads have been hitting a lot from Hokuto. Usually you see charged characters, they're weaker to overheads because they're holding down back, but Sweet Mama's Chili is not reacting at all.
And not at all, especially to these flash kicks coming up here. But right now, Sweet Mama's Chili trying again, especially off the Sonic Booms.
Oh, the jump reads have been so good from Hokuto.
Look at that, try to pirouette again. Instead, we're
Back
building up
medium
off the medals.
I'm telling you, Ash, that back medium kick is doing a lot of work from Hokuto this tournament.
And genuinely is even in the OD. Slide in. And for Hokuto, set point.
Yeah, those DMs can't be locked. I'm getting in there. 3 medals.
See already, stand medium kick, but no, that's going to be 4 medals already. Hokuto, that's 5 medals already.
Was going to go for another one. Hokuto not scared at all.
Man, I was about to say confidence build up a little too high here, and Sweet Mama's Chili trying to do something, anything to take it back down.
Yeah.
But that's just too much pressure, and it's just guaranteed dead.
I mean, talking about the confidence being too high, it looks like it's exactly where it should have been. And what you need if you're going to keep going through this bracket, especially with Hokuto having to make this run from the loser side. Winning 3-0 convincingly once again. This Manon is looking unstoppable, but Hokuto is going to have to go through the person who put him in loser's bracket.
Ooh, that's going to be a fun one, but so far these matches have been back-to-back, banger after banger after banger. Let me tell you, it's been a good day for Street Fighter.
Yep. You can see already Split Synergist ready to go, coming up to the stage right now. That Ryu did the job last time, but it looks like maybe there's some adaptations.
Okay, possibly, maybe just some changes up, especially going into this one. I mean, right now, it's do or die. Once you get knocked out of losers, you're done.
Yes.
So this is finals leading into our grand finals, and even still, you'd have to get a bracket reset.
Yep. Only one player in this bracket right now can afford to lose a set.
Right.
And that is Harms.
Okay.
Every other person is playing for tournament survival. If you lose a first to 3 at all, if you're either of these 2 players, you're done. But both of these players did get into top 3, so congratulations to that.
Right.
I want to give credit to Hokuto for making it this far, for coming to this tournament. I don't know if he lives in Mexico or not. I'm not completely sure.
Right.
So he does live in Mexico? Okay, so yes, so it is, yeah. So coming out to this bracket, making top 3, very impressive, right? There were a lot of killers in this bracket, but also Split Synergist playing Ryu, defending his home turf.
Right.
He's the last one.
Okay. Got you. So this is dive straight to getting into, so for Hokuto versus Split Synergist.
Yeah, we got Mexico versus Dallas at this point.
Oh, okay.
You gotta protect your home, Split.
Matchup. Got you.
All right, let's see if anything changes. Split Synergist controlled for a good chunk of the last time they played.
For sure, that stand medium kick instead. Split Synergist already taken to the wall here. Hokuto, we're just building up on metals. You love to see it off a 2 already.
Now you can see the confidence from Hokuto coming up from the previous sets. I'm telling you, this might be a big deal for Hokuto to just have to run the loser side of things. Get warmed up, right? Get comfortable again.
Chuj still getting hit by the OD DP, and then the fireballs to really hit you after DP again. The crouch medium kick, the slide in, Tatsu Ender, Hashigeki.
Yes, plus tries to go for the throw, but Hokuto's not going to be there. Jumps away. 3 medals in already.
There's DP again, rush into the forward throw.
Okay, donkey kick. Going for that drive gauge. That's a ton of drive gauge as well. Meaty overhead, going to get the combo here, and the counter hit as well. Yeah, no super needed. Split Synergist makes the comeback.
Absolutely, just end off the stand heavy. Love to see it from Split Synergist right now, but against Hokuto, have to remember, building up the medals and already getting up to 4.
The heavy kick again. Yeah, uses a solar plexus, replenishes drive gauge, hops over, light kick, attempts the shimmy with the neutral jump, but Hokuto remembers it from the last set. Doesn't take the bait.
DP again, drive rush, forward throw, toss. For Split Synergist, trying to drive rush again, just going for your options. Throw again, corner pressure. And Hokuto still able to get the level 2.
Okay, stand heavy punch whiffs and stand medium punch whiff punish there from Hokuto. Has medals as well. This is very dangerous for Split.
The final round, jump in, heavy kick.
Just round start jump.
OD. And what's that medal count say? That's a 5 total.
Oh, no! Baits it with the throw whiff. Look at this damage.
Good God, that is insane. Flex tape obviously cannot fix that for Split Synergist, but hey, still able to hit the DP. Not over just yet.
Yeah, no, far from over. Ryu's damage is high as well. And also, Ryu does have pretty good Oki for most knockdowns.
Of course, Hokuto just walking up and something anything, still able to hit them with a fireball. That's going to be forward throw.
Oh, the aggression from Split Synergist. He's turned it up.
Okay.
DP's not going to, it's not going to be there.
Have to jump in, drive, rush, engage.
Okay, look at this drive gauge. Gonna go for the throw. Split Synergist attacking Hokuto, but Hokuto only needs 1 hit. Commits to the slide.
The fireball again, but hey, not just yet. Just a medium kick, just getting scary with it.
I think dropped the level 2 there, Split Synergist, and now Hokuto is stalking.
With the DP, Hashigeki a little earlier, but for Split Synergist playing that versus game, even into burn out and against Hokuto.
That's Chip, yeah.
That's
okay.
one last pressure for Chip.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Hokuto was able to chip it with the level 2, if I'm not mistaken, but didn't want to risk it, maybe just press the scratching heavy punch again and able to take the first game.
This game up so far, but of course heading into game 2. Still have at least 2 more to go, especially fireball to hit though.
Okay. Attacks in there with the command grab, but Split Synergist is not going to be there. Has had a pretty good success rate with jumping the command grab against Hokuto compared to other players, but those medals are still going to come. We know they're going to come.
Stand medium kick, DP into it as well. And of course for Hokuto, go for the overhead.
Overheads have been pretty successful.
Uh-oh. An FLC-based game. Love to see it. With the jab pressure, that's going to be the punish, especially off of DI. Put Split Synergist back in a burnout.
Okay, stand medium punch. The DI is there. No throw from Split Synergist. Wasn't ready for it. Going to be a full combo here into level 2, I think. Oh, no, just level 1, actually.
Yup. Still enough to kill, though, for Hokuto here.
I didn't have to spend both meters. Very important there.
Not just yet, but I will notice something here that Hokuto is still having yet to build up on any medal. Still actually stuck at 1. Not used to what I'm seeing here.
That's true, yeah. Hokuto usually by the second round has at least 3 medals, excuse me. But so far not opting to go for them all. Yeah, that's going to be the second one. There it is.
Yep, there we go. Might have hurt us just back to be like, okay,
oh,
you know, I take that person. I forgot about my medals here.
I do need some gold, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Olympics specifically for Split Synergist honestly might need gold on a cat. Bones broken. And for Hokuto, be up by 2-0 here.
Yes, those overheads have been doing so much work for Hokuto just in neutral after the knockdowns. In general, after the standing medium punch cancels on block, most players have not been able to deal with it.
Man, not at all. And for Split Synergist, you can tell just really trying to go for that air-to-air punish, especially off of ODDP. So any jump-ins that Hokuto has really just under their belt, not working as exact to intended effect here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Hokuto started the second game with a jump forward.
Right.
So I think Hokuto has understood that I'm going to have to take risk, and I'm going to have to make Split uncomfortable with being in neutral, uncomfortable trying to control me with the fireballs.
And exactly, and of course already going for the slide in ODDP from Split Synergist right now. Drive rush off the engage. Has to opt in for the fireball instead.
Okay, donkey kick into the buffer crouch and medium punch. Very expensive though. Split right now is on almost empty on the drive gauge. There it is. That's going to be empty now.
All right, there we go. Back throw already into it from Hokuto, and now Split Synergist finding himself in a really nasty corner game. You have to try and claw your way out of. I say that. That is a momentary wall crush.
Yes, and this time it is going to be level 2, I think. I don't know if that's enough. Is that enough? Not quite.
No, not enough. Just one more.
The perfect parry from Split Synergist has enough drive gauge. He doesn't have to spend the super.
Ooh.
That's all it takes sometimes, Ash. Just one perfect parry.
About to say one perfect parry is all it takes. And for Split Synergist, no exception, no. But we already got one perfect parry into the throw. 2 medals upward.
Yeah, that overhead and neutral, definitely not what he wanted. But we're going to take whatever we get. Hokuto, 3 medals now.
Okay. Mid hits.
That's 4.
They got 4 medals already into the throw. Split Synergist not looking too hot. Able to break out of possibly what could have been 5th medal potential.
Okay. Right now back to neutral. Those fireballs again. Hokuto committing to the jump, sending the message, hey, you can DP me all you want, but if I get in one time, especially with my medals right now, you are not going to survive.
Exactly. Watch this sick jump in heavy kick that I have for you right here for Hokuto. Of course, throw it again off the ballet. Love to see it. Just drive in on it.
Oh, it's all slipping away from Split right now. He's not able to control any of this.
Oh.
Jumps out of the command grab, the back medium kick. Not able to keep him there this time.
You know, what's about off the Tatsu, but instead, that air-to-air action, try to cancel it out, but Split Synergist instead having to block the drive rush.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be level 3. Not going to kill, not going to burn out, but we're going to take it either way. Split needs to buy some time or needs to go for the kill because you can bet you that Hokuto will jump those fireballs.
Was able to break out of the throw, expecting it, of course, even with the side swap. Hokuto, expenditure of burnout, and still putting Split Synergist in a nasty spot depending on how this damage goes.
What is it? Not enough.
Uh-oh.
That's it. Checkmate. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to run. You can't hide either. You're in the corner, and Hokuto takes it 3-0, correcting the mistake in the timeline.
Exactly. We made a mistake the first time. The second time, absolutely not. And now going forward here, gotta get the Split Synergist though, really packing a punch unexpectedly so.
Yes, well done, well done. We saw the adaptations there from Hokuto, but Split Synergist definitely did a lot of work to make it here to 3rd place in this tournament. Yep. With the Ryu, which you don't see happen very often. Ryu is a character that has been, like we talked about earlier, has been showing more and more of his ability in the hands of many different players. And nice to see that in Texas, in Dallas specifically, there is one here that's that strong. But Hokuto adapted in a lot of ways. I think the most notable one that I saw was the adaptation to the throw baits from Split Synergist. Split Synergist was throw baiting usually with the neutral jumps. We saw it pay off a lot in the previous set, but this time Hokuto held down back and I think was specifically looking only for the neutral jump.
Got you, but heading into this next one, if I remember correctly, we got Harms to look forward to, huh?
Yeah, but they haven't played. Ooh. These are 2 of the strongest players, at least the most consistent players so far in the bracket. Harms.
And they haven't played each other.
They have not. Harms has not lost to anyone so far. And Hokuto lost to Split Synergist, who he just now 3-0'd.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, both these players right now have either lost to nobody or corrected their mistakes.
Okay, so it's going to be an interesting one at that one, a matchup that honestly I even have to study more of. Like, this is very character specific here.
Well, I will say this. Honda's main way of defending himself is OD headbutt,
right?
Which is not thrown vulnerable.
Okay.
And Manon being a grappler by default means that her main aggressive approach, her most threatening offensive tool, will beat Honda's default defensive option.
Okay.
So I would think that Honda is going to have to be very careful about ending up in a situation where he has to defend himself because he's going to have to spend a super more than likely.
Got you.
But the reverse is also true. Because Manon doesn't even have the option for armor.
Right.
And Honda is a very oppressive character when he does get the resources. So this might just be I don't know, it might be like a play-by-play, a turn-based kind of match. We'll see.
So like RPG turn-based combat.
Maybe.
Big
That's
body
what I'm
on one
thinking.
side possibly, and of course grappler light on the other.
Honda is a grappler in a way.
Yeah, kind of. When you really think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, of course, Harms gets to play a little bit with the situation. 3 games to lose, whereas Hokuto cannot afford to lose a set.
Absolutely not. Hokuto would have to just win 3 straight and then go for another 3 for a bracket reset. Harms, on the other hand, no. We can't afford to lose that momentum.
Yeah, you can tell Honda knows. Honda's very happy about that.
Exactly. That is a horrifying smile. Like, imagine that, like, greeting you at a restaurant. I think I'd have to walk back out. I'm not going to hold you.
I hear he's a great cook.
Yeah.
I hear he makes beef and beans or like just stuff that will bulk you up.
Oh, like the sumo chanko nabe. That stuff is fire.
Yeah. He's about that life. He likes rice and I forget his favorite food, but I think it is beans.
Okay.
I think it is beans.
Hold on. He can cook.
He can cook.
Hold on. Am I moving with him? That sounds fire.
Yeah, he can cook. Apparently, he can clean too, because this bracket has been so clean for Harms. It's been really an easy run so far. But again, I'm curious. I wonder how Hokuto is going to play this. And I'm happy that Hokuto was able to come back. And even if he lost a split in that second set, it wouldn't have mattered. I just wanted Hokuto to show that I wasn't lying. Right? There's a reason I was singing his praises before the bracket started. This is a very strong player. This is one of the best Manon players in the North American scene.
Of course, for Harms, on the other hand, was still able to trail his way just somewhat through, right? CECC, so still a contender that you do have to worry about, but it should be exciting either way.
Yes. Harms very strong. No surprise that he made it this far. And looks like, we're going to do a button check maybe.
I saw that button for Dynamic. I'm like, hey, wait a minute now. Let's calm it down.
Dynamic Honda. Oh, that sounds cursed.
Ooh. About to say CECC where they allow Dynamic. Oh, goodness.
Whatever it takes. It's the open bracket, right? You gotta be,
true.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. We going with a different color change this time for Harms, though.
And we're going to the beach with the flip-flops. Well equipped for the situation. Walk up immediately into the medium punch. We're going to see a lot of medium punch from both these characters, by the way.
Oh, just try to go for the headbutt again, but already the side swap. Hokuto just back at it, trying to standing light kick.
Okay, dash in. Crouching light kick is going to be the meaty option. Perfect parry. Command grab. That's 2 medals.
The 2 medals upward already, just trying to jab up with pressure. 1,000 hand slaps into the charge. Warm up for Harms right now.
Okay. Jumping light punch anti-air ends up kind of even after they land. I'm not sure what the exact frame did was. But that's 3 medals now. That's 4 medals.
About to say, make it 5. If you're not careful enough, Harms, you got to be quicker than that. Of course, jump in pressure. Driver scratching medium kick into the OD.
Yes, I love that autocorrect headbutt from Harms. Has the corner, had the corner, I should say.
Puts you in the burnout, but that's going to be enough armor for Harms to break through, build that back up.
Oh, commits to the level 2? No, it's baited by Harms. It's going to get the back throw punish here. Ton of super meter gained from that. Harms goes up 1 round. Now, Hokuto still has those 4 medals.
I mean, true, but Harms, excellent patience from there. I mean, usually you get caught in the tail end of that animation, but was just sitting there menacingly able to wait right through. Hokuto, on the other hand, now wanting to play the patient game instead. We have 5 medals.
I'm telling you, Ash, we got to start counting those overheads. It's happening way too often, but this time Harms is ready. Right as I say, commentator's curse.
Exactly, the push and shove into the drive rush as well after the butt slam enter. But now drive rush again, that's Hokuto back into burnout, expecting the parry option. But now, throw for your troubles.
You got to be careful. Just a drive rush overhead, that's going to be CA.
Also, it's going to be nasty with it. We have the full cinematic. Get out of my ring.
Yes, the fire circle is made, and you're not going to survive before. Oh,
man,
that looks painful.
I was about to say, to the chest at like 50 miles per hour from someone who's got to weigh at least, what, 450?
It feels like 90 per hour, honestly. If you get hit by that, yeah, you're not waking up. No. And I do have to say, too, Harms has been very good about closing out the rounds. Even in situations where you would expect, okay, you don't know what to do, you don't know how to end it, you're looking for the drive impact. Drive rush overhead, Harms has shown a mastery of Honda that I haven't seen very often.
Man, absolutely, of course, but for Hokuto, going into the side swap, and now we got the options, the reads into the metal pressure, and now we have at least 4 on the board.
Okay, Hokuto, yeah, that was 4 medals. That happened really quickly.
Yep, happened a little too fast. Honestly, we blinked and we missed it. And for Harms, I imagine did the same.
I was singing Harms' praises, and then Hokuto was like, "Oh yeah, that's what you think?"
Yeah, that's what you think. I take that personally, especially more so off the drive rush, jab for pressure, forward throw coming out into it from Hokuto.
Yeah, stand medium kick, drive rush. You're gonna get the 5th medal. Hokuto very dangerous. Gonna commit to the level 1 Harms. Praises the sun.
Had no choice but to commit to it, as well as that for the escape and for the pinpoint pressure into it from Harms right now.
Oh,
OD headbutt
to the OD, and he's gonna pay for that. What's the damage looking like here? We know it's burnout for sure. We know it's 5 medals.
Won't really kill.
I don't think so.
Nope, does not. Uh-oh. Both in burnout right now, getting real scary with it. We're just going,
oh, what is happening?
On? Just back-to-back flying headbutts.
Out of burnout.
For Harms, jump back.
The jump again. That's going to be a hit, converted to the drive rush. Very good work there from Hokuto, able to salvage what was left of that situation. I do have to say that was scary, because if Hokuto didn't close out that round, that level 3 would have been spent for no reason.
I mean, absolutely not. Would have been nasty and honestly just very devastating. Would have given Harms just all the momentum in the world. Obviously don't want to do that, especially in this situation. But drive rush just pressured out of, especially crouching light punch.
Okay. Crouching light. I love that. Punish, counter crouching, medium punch. Sumo walk, full combo, has the corner once again. Headbutt. Okay, OD butt slime into the meaty grab after the frame kill, standing like it.
For a perfect round on the board so far for Harms. And of course, round start trying to go for the OD instead. Hokuto responding in turn off the grab after drive rush, 2 medals on the board.
Yeah, immediately presses the medium punch once, no part of that. Attacking, has the corner, Harms, medium punch of his own. Look at that jump kick.
Oh, down chop into it. Of course, the jump over slide and tried to crouching medium punch, but Harms instead getting opted out, punished. That's 3 medals up for Hokuto. OD head slam.
Okay, medium punch target combo into the stomp. Almost burnout. They're going to commit to the level 2, and this should take it.
Ooh, and so far, Hokuto, the tied the 1-1 in the rounds right now in the final round.
But that super meter disparity is a little bit much. Harms has a big advantage right now.
First drive rush already into it, crouching medium kick, OD butt slam.
A very good anti-here that commits to the final palm. Okay, this is 1 hit away.
Sets up again. I mean, Hokuto only has 3 medals built up, has some meter left to work with. Had to try.
Another perfect.
Had to try and expend it, but still not enough for Hokuto. Harms now 2-1.
Yeah, looking like he's about to go up to set point. Commits to the slide, and Harms blocks it. Harms looking extremely dominant right now. He's running away with this.
About to say, build up on the charge, go for the OD slams as well as 1,000 hand chops into and wanted the clap as well. But instead, Hokuto trying to side swap. Option side swapped again.
Oh, there we go. That's going to be a full combo. And as that set point, that's another perfect. That's 3 in a row from Harms.
That's just back to back. There's no way we get another perfect in here, but Harms is looking nigh near untouchable against Hokuto. I say that though, we got the damage caster's curse in full swing.
Yes, the back medium kick. Target combo's been doing a lot of work for Hokuto, but it hasn't paid off too much against Harms, but finally it might show some dividends.
Hopefully so. No stocks are left involved in this one. Down chop from Harms right now, especially off the heavy-handed leg. OD grab and the throw.
Okay. Tries to bait again. Hokuto not willing to commit to it. I don't think it's gonna be level 1. Level 2, okay, I like that. We're not gonna risk it. We're not gonna go in and try and get a medal. We're just gonna end it. But still, Harms at set point, we still see on the bottom right there, that level 3 is gonna be there for Harms.
Of course, for Harms right now, you have to play it more carefully. I mean, right now, don't want momentum advantage to swing back over to Hokuto. Has 3 medals on the board. I say that. Drive rush, you get heavy-handed with it. Butt slam, and you're back up against the wall.
No commitment this time to the final palm, and Hokuto is able to escape the corner. Back medium kick, target combo, no medals gained. Back heavy punch, no medals gained. Regular throw, no medals gained. Again, the back medium kick.
About to say, there's absolutely no way you just get built through this. Harms can't find any way out of this until now.
Oh, that's going to be
down heavy hit.
Yes, the slam. Once again, we saw the drive rush into the stump from Harms previously, and he's going to take the entire tournament in the same fashion.
Good God, Harms able to put you through your paces and finish out 3-1. And a congratulations, Street Fighter 6 Open Championship.
Yes, congratulations indeed. All the players put on a spectacular show, and I'm very excited to see what Harms does in the future. You know, we talked about playing in the collegiate side of things.
Right.
Didn't make it all the way there, but, you know, lost to the, you know, some of the best players that were in there, you know. And
top in the country at that.
Exactly, and showing exactly why he was in that tournament to begin with by taking the open bracket right after the fact.
Exactly, but I believe that's going to be enough from us, and that's it from here. Thank you to everyone for coming out to this event, putting on this event as well. CCC, FGC, who would have thought, I mean, who would have thought it would have blown up to this level in Collegiate? I wasn't expecting it, but honestly, I'm having a blast here.
Yes, yes, yes. And it was a pleasure commentating with you.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. And yeah, I guess that's it. We're going to sign off now. I've been Dr. African.
I've been Ashavak. We'll be seeing y'all later.